yesterday, and then he started telling me about how obsessive compulsive I am about this app, and I was like, "Isn't that projection?" Because like you're on here all the time screaming and debating. It's like you have a beautiful wife and 10 children, and you're on here debating all the time. It's like if I had that going on in my life, I would delete this app and just be so happy. Bye. Hello.
Watching, observing him do that. What does that say about you, weirdo? You're like, look, you're misusing your time. And what are you doing? Is that a perfect use of your attention?
No, I'm trying to point out time anybody does ad hominem projection or hypnosis. Hello? Hello?
Do you think that pointing out that people are misusing their time is a good use of your time? You fucking idiot.
Daniel and Rico, can we cuddle now?
Oh my god. Are you wearing a bra?
No.
Oh, dude. Who the fuck? Dude, let's hook him up with. Who can we hook him up with?
I think you should go out with Abby.
Dude, alright, let's get him and Abby. I know he likes Fatima. But I don't know. Maybe get that over
go for it.
Yeah. That'd have been fun.
She's with CM.
I know, right?
Oh, what about Emma? Or what about... Oh, I just saw a drone. There's a drone outside my apartment. Oh my god. It's looking at me. It's looking at me.
You have a peeping Tom? You got a peeping Tom drone?
Drones are so loud. Like, they sound like airplanes. Did you know that?
Do you think contrails, aka chemtrails, are real? Because I see them so much.
Like, have you ever gotten into the Resident Evil franchise?
Chemtrails are real and not real.
Daniel, you there?
No, Daniel just popped a load thinking about Zabu and he passed out. He went right to sleep.
John. Daniel.
Have you ever jerked off and just like fell asleep right afterwards and like took a really deep cat nap after busting a nut? No?
No, I have to wash my hands after.
No, I mean, even after that or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, because the post-coital nap is like, it definitely, your brain goes into probably, REM sleep or goes into deep, also like very, like deep dream state, like vivid dreams, I think. Could be making that up. It's hard to know for sure. Yeah, like, do people have more intense dreams after having an orgasm? Like, what are the biophysical, psychological responses post-coital bliss?
Yeah, probably.
Hello? Because, I can...
You ever cry after you masturbate?
No, but I did meet a girl once who I think was like, had that problem or something, and she was like, I was thinking about my ex-boyfriend or something like that. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, I think did she warn you ahead of time that she was going to cry?
I think she did, yeah.
Yeah, I understand that. At least she told you.
I guess, but I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like, yikes.
It's very normal.
It's not. That means you can't control your emotions.
No, it's not about controlling. It's about you've just opened her up.
Oh, wow. Sounds nice.
Yeah. When's the last when was the last time you were in a relationship?
Maybe like last summer. Last fall, probably.
And why did you guys break up?
She sent me a text message, said, I am no longer engaging in sexual activity. I'm taking a break from sex.
Were you guys boyfriend and girlfriend, or she was just asking for a break from sex?
She was just asking for a break from sex.
And she did it over text?
Yeah.
That's emotionally immature.
Well, she had a nose piercing like you. She was biracial, hardcore liberal, and yeah, I knew it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Because you want to be with a conservative?
No, she was just, you know, like, I Solomon tested her multiple times. She failed every time, so I just didn't take her seriously. I just knew she was like a tricksy, like a little flying nymph just floating around town.
So it wasn't like serious to begin with?
No.
So when was the last serious relationship you were in?
The way I would describe that is like the last person that I wanted to marry, and that was like 2020.
Wow.
Yeah,
and did you guys break up during the pandemic then?
She broke up with me pre-pandemic, like a month before the pandemic, and then she took like a job promotion, moved out of state, and then she lost her job like immediately afterwards. But then she ended up meeting an amazing guy and got married.
Oh, damn.
It's amazing how, like, if one door closes, another door opens for you. People are worried about this and that, but it's just like transformation and, you know, movement.
Have you ever noticed like the anal door closes? Like if there's only the vaginal option, it's like, you know, just can bang on it. But sometimes it's the other way around, bro.
That's true. And sometimes you can have both open at the same time.
This one chick broke up with me once, and she's like, and you didn't. She's like, it's too bad we're breaking up. She's like, you didn't even get inside my ass, and she like pulled.
Oh, that's the worst.
Pulled up. Yeah, she was like, but then I saw her on the dating app like years later, and she was like a single mom.
Oh yeah. My favorite is like, you know, that candy where it's like a popsicle or like a lollipop and you can like dunk it in the thing and then it's like Pop Rocks. And yeah. That's what it's like going from my pussy to my ass.
What?
Oh my god, dude. You know that there are those little sticks, those little vanilla sticks where you like, you lick a popsicle and it gets tacky to the point where like it's sticky, so you can dip it in different sauces or not sauces. Yeah. Dude, that is like so fucking hot.
And a really, really fun anal plug is, you know, those candy rings?
Mm-hmm.
Ring pops.
Yeah, those ring pops.
Oh wow, those would be actually a good plug, huh?
Around your finger, ring pop. I even love the fucking beat.
You know, it's kind of.
And then you take a popsicle. So you put a ring pop in my ass, and then you take a popsicle and you put it in my pussy.
Oh my god, I'm giving me ideas. That's fantastic. It's not, but your asshole's not gonna hold. It's not gonna hold. It's too small.
It will, because a ring pop has that like diamond shape, so it's like it's like an anal plug.
Yeah, we got it. Like,
it's gonna fall out.
Don't you think that, like, you know, ramming things in your butthole is like a bad problem for one's health? Like, I just can't imagine why anybody decides to have, like, you know, anal sex. It's like, you know, it's a pretty important part of the body that you utilize so regularly that to think about like possibly damaging tissues and this and that. I mean, you know, is it worth it?
It's not all ass that are made the same.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but like there's things on the inside that, you know, can tear and impact, and then there's cancers and this and that. There's all the kinds of complications. Yeah.
You want to use lube and stuff, but the joke I was making was that my pussy gets so wet that it's just natural lube for my ass.
Yeah.
Like, that's... Where did Daniel go?
I mean, you know, if you wanted to start a surefire business, you know, there's these little entrepreneurial rooms on here. If you wanted to start a surefire business, either you just open a pizza restaurant or you sell online anal lube. I mean, either one of those two, just, you know, you're going to make a bunch. Natural anal lube.
Where did he go?
He probably went to his bathroom to go quickly beat off because this is the most exciting thing that's happened to him on Clown House in years.
Are you kidding me? This is the same conversation I have with Daniel all the time. Like,
wow.
Where have you been?
Well, I need to get out more, that's for sure. Daniel needs to get out a lot more.
No, he's out all the time. Daniel and I are real friends.
Oh, you know him in real world?
Yeah. Hey, bro, where did you go?
I had to go to the bathroom. This was just overwhelming my Friday night.
Yeah, it's Friday night. How come you're not out and about?
I'm thinking I'm going to do a hard out in 4 minutes. But honestly, if I go out, there's like going to be very few people out. It's like it's not really warm enough yet. It's only a Friday. Tomorrow it's going to be warmer. It's a Saturday. Like tomorrow's the night to go out.
You don't ever go to shows like the ballet or
the ballet.
Theater.
I tried to take this chick to the ballet once, and I bought us tickets, and she came to my place, and she's like, I don't want to go to the ballet. Let's just fuck. I was like, oh my God, fine, fuck it. Let's fuck. And then we didn't even go to the ballet. And I was like, well, this was what I wanted to do anyways after the ballet. So
you should try it again.
Kind of ridiculous that, we didn't go to the ballet, but I was perfectly pleased with the outcome.
You should try it again. That could be your move.
I won't be going to the ballet anytime soon.
Ballet tickets and see if it works.
I should just print up a bunch of fake ballet tickets and sell them on eBay.
No.
Well, this is what I text.
Oh, come on, you're not. Play with me.
Are you on Hinge, Zabu?
No.
You're not on Hinge or Bumble or Tinder or anything like that?
No.
Well, I was going to ask you, what are like the most creative introductory statements or questions you've heard on those?
Yeah. Some of the questions I've heard of have been like which concert would you go to, or let me see. Hold on, let me double check here. No, I don't have it anymore. I deleted it already. I had Bumble for like 2 seconds, and I thought it was pretty creative, but I can't remember what the questions were.
Oy vey.
Because I had gone on a date with somebody, and then usually when I choose to go on a date with somebody, I don't go on the app, and then and then I get off the app. But now I don't feel like it anymore. I don't feel like swiping right or left. I think when I meet my person, it's going to be organic.
Yeah, it's a little bit like filtration because so many of the people you just really have no interest in. It's like I'm too lazy to even remove them, delete them. Some people are obsessive compulsives, so just with their email, it's like everything goes in a folder, goes to the to the trash. It's like, why the fuck do you spend so much time categorizing the shit?
Bumble automatically deletes it for you if you don't talk to the person.
Yeah. I just say, hey, I'd love to take you to dinner and give you a gift. And then the response is, I am intrigued. What is this gift you want to give me?
And then what's the gift?
Well, it's obviously a bag full of diamonds.
Ew.
I mean, it's a book, on the Buddha, the Dhammapada, the Book of Diamonds.
Wow.
Have you ever been on a date with a guy that gave you a book on the first date? Is that a panty dropper?
I went on a date with somebody who gave me a mango.
A mango on your first date?
Yeah.
Did you sleep with Dr. Mango? 100%. See, Mango, it just says it all. I went out on a date once with a book called Sex Magic. And as I was taking my pants off in her place, I said, if I only knew I had to bring a book about sex hypnosis.
Oh my God. See, I wouldn't do that.
Well, it worked. That's what was so amazing. I was like, man, because it's all suggestion. So if you bring a book about sex, it was a book about sex magic. And yeah, that was enough to like spark her interest, and she was like, "Come to my place." I was like, "Okay."
Wild.
I would just wish there was like a smaller version of the book, like a pocket-sized paperback.
Rigo, when's the last time you were in a relationship?
Who's this?
When was the last time you were in a relationship?
Talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Yeah, recently.
Recently?
Yeah, still kind of talking to her right now.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
And how are things going with that?
Pretty good, actually.
And how'd you meet her?
I known her for a long time.
Wow. I like that.
Yeah.
So how come you're not on a date with her right now?
Because I'm at home relaxing.
Okay.
I mean, I was thinking about this earlier today. I'm like, what do I want to do? I was getting really fucking anxious. I was like, do I go somewhere? Do I stay home? I'm like, fuck it. I'm making tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna watch some YouTube and chill out. And then I came on here for a bit, and I'm like, it's it's the same thing, same shit. Religious people fucking yelling at each other all day. I'm like, all right, never mind. Took a nice fucking nap. Woke up, came back on, opened up again, fucking seeing what everybody was doing, and here we are.
You're allowed to critique.
Does she live in the same city as you?
Go critique right now. I got you covered. Don't worry. This Jew, this lion, you got you covered. Don't worry, homie. Go. Speak.
United States of Israel. Don't you know that?
All right,
You just
shut your fucking sharmuta mouth and move me down.
Oh, Bima's here. Hi, Bima.
Be a big boy on Mike and
Bima. You want to read some Ayn Rand, Bima?
Yeah, so like she.
I'm like on page 29 of Virtue of Selfishness. But I also have the War Room open. I was contemplating, should I go out and live stream this room while I go out and live my best life? Or should I just stay in?
Yeah.
What's a yeah? Yeah to what?
Yes, go out and live your best life in live stream.
What do you mean, live my best life in live stream? Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
That's what you just said.
But the thing is, there's not going to be many people out. You know, it's still kind of chilly. Tomorrow's warmer. It's a Saturday. Nobody goes out Friday night.
Yeah, we do. And it's wonderful. What state are you in?
Illinois.
Are you Illinois? Yeah. No, it's nice. What's the weather there? What was the weather there today? The temperature?
60s.
It's getting there.
It was nice, though. I mean, I had a nice day.
Yeah, like, don't you garden and do all this type of stuff? Like, I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I went and I found garlic mustard on my property, which I haven't. It's a new thing, and I also found a different strand of. That's not the right word. A different whatever of honeysuckle. And so I found honeysuckles, and I'm planting a whole bunch. I'm planting bergamot and a bunch of really cool purple flowers around my girl spot. And sister's getting chickens. She got, oh my gosh, like 5 different breeds, which is going to be fun, including the Easter eggers, Americanas, Black Copper Morans, so that's fun. Excited for her. I just want to I only have it's about 4.7 acres, I think, and I swear, in this little plot of land, and it's so little, this 4 acres, I feel like I could, the amount of time that I have to explore it and learn it, I wouldn't be able to learn this 4 acres by the time I die. Like, I go outside every day, and there's just always something fun, new, and exciting. Let me show you the picture of the garlic mustard. The garlic mustard, it is just so pretty. I want to show you. I want you to look at it.
The mustard seed.
Look how beautiful. Just look how beautiful. Look at that.
Just look at that.
Just look at that. Look.
Just look at that.
Isn't it so cute?
Look at it. Just look at it. Let's see.
Isn't it so beautiful?
Yeah, flower photography is pretty cool. I mean,
Oh, that's just with an iPhone. I need a good camera.
oh no, cell phone's good enough. I mean, I photographed the garden around here, and it's like, you know, it's just beautiful. Just look at it.
Yeah, just look at it. Here, look at my honeysuckles. My honeysuckles. It's funny. Look at my honeysuckles.
Look at my tight, wet, pink honeysuckles.
No. You nasty boy. You're horrible. Look, though. Don't, and they taste good, too.
You can eat those?
Honeysuckles? Of course. You've never eaten
do you
honeysuckles
cook them, or do
before?
you just eat them like fruit? Like, you just eat them off the stem?
No, you pluck them, and then you pull the stamen out of the back,
Uh-huh.
and honey comes like a syrupy, sugary, sweet liquid comes out, and you eat it.
Interesting. I never had it. I was just in a room where they were talking about putting those, you know, candy gemstone rings up your butt for a butthole plug. So it's kind of similar to a honeysuckle, actually.
That's horrible. That's effing horrible. Oh. I can't put anything up my butt. I mean, I kind of wanted to, but no, I've never wanted to. I've never wanted to.
What about the guy who wouldn't pay for your sick dog? Did he ever stick it up your ass?
They always want to, but I'm sorry. I don't like when it's coming out. I definitely don't think I'm going to want to like it when it's going in. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just I don't know. That's an experience to be left in the bathroom, like, and one way. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, besides that, all the other holes go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel it's more like just like a porno video thing, because like in the real world, you know, there's like time constraints. It's like, and plus it's just like, I don't know. To me, I'm protective of my asshole. So if a woman doesn't, you know, like do a science experiment and do a fast and like do an intricate ritual for the anal, you know, intrusion, like it's like I'm not interested in it, because I'm interested in cleanliness, you know, and time efficiency.
You ever do coffee enemas?
How do you do that?
Well, you get an enema kit, right? And the enema kits are really nice. Off of you want like a little steel container, like a steel. It'll look like a steel bucket, and then it'll have a tube. And then at the end of the tube, there's an insert, right? And all you gotta do is that you just gotta buy it, right? You heat up your distilled water. You make your coffee. Right? You have to wait for it to come to a certain temperature because it can't burn your intestines. It's going up into your butt. So you have to wait, make sure that it hits the right temperature. As soon as it hits the right temperature, all you got to do is lay down and you put the bucket higher so like you hang it on something, and it'll naturally just flow out down the tube, and then you just insert the insert in your butt, and then it fills up your butt. You get like a little switch, like a little on and off switch, a little clip. And serious. The thing is, I learned about it through Gerson therapy, through like this cancer therapy program called Gerson therapy. And the reason that they do the coffee enemas is because they believe that if it bypasses the liver and it goes right in from the other side, then it'll increase your glutathione by, they say something crazy like 600 times. Like your body will create the glutathione, which is the cleansing, right? The stuff that's going to clean up the bad cancer and all the bad cells, rogue cells, whatever else. So it increases your glutathione transferase. And well, that's the claim anyway. Of course, they didn't do enough study into it because
God forbid that it's a real thing and it works, right? But anyway, the Gerson therapy, very interesting. If you have cancer, they put you on a program, all juiced foods. So you go, and the reason that you do the coffee enemas is because as you're doing the juiced foods, you need the glutathione and you need to constantly clean out your gut and your rectum and everything, because I heard crazy stories where the tumors inside people would break off. And if you can't pass them well and your body can't process them, you'll die from the toxicity. So, because this therapy works so well, but it has to be, you have to have one with the other. So very strict juiced, and the juices are like 5 different types of juices throughout the day, and then you have to do 3 coffee enemas. And anyway, the coffee enemas in the biohacking world, it got like popularized, and it does do something, because it's really weird. I don't know, it's really weird to say this, but it gets addicting. It gets addicting, like it feels good. It feels good to be cleaned out in that way. And so once you stick it up your butt, you're supposed to hold it for at least, I think, 5 to 7 minutes, right? And it's really difficult because once you have that liquid in there, it's going to be you really got to focus and meditate to keep your spasms from wanting to just all over the place. So you got to focus, meditate, hold it for 5 to 7 minutes. And then once you hold it for 5 to 7 minutes, then you can just let it out on the toilet. But that's, Gerson therapy, coffee enemas, and it's a very specific type of coffee. You can't just get any type of coffee bean. You have to get the therapeutic coffee brand, which, it's like green coffee, the way that the bean is processed. You have to make sure that it's been tested, no mold, not sitting around. You can't just buy coffee beans off the, grocery store shelf. You got to make sure you get the right type of coffee beans to do this, so you do it right. But it is, and I did it for a while, and it was really good. Yep.
Well, it sounds to me like you should shoot a testimonial video about your, enemas. That was fascinating. Let me just clip that on all my YouTube channels here for, if we ever want to submit a proposal to Pepto-Bismol. Have you ever taken Pepto-Bismol after having a huge meal that you shouldn't have eaten all that food, and you're like, let me just take some Pepto-Bismol because I just ate so much food?
Do you know what I've been doing since Sunday night?
You've been
doing the Dr. Boz sardine diet.
You're eating sardines?
Nothing but sardines.
Only your breaths must smell awful.
Well, it's not that bad. They're actually not as fishy as you would think. Like, I thought it was going to be so gross. But let me tell you, I'll share with you. First of all, I got so many different
I bought some sardines, but I can't bring myself to opening them to eat them.
No, there's different types, okay? So the ones that I found are the best are the Wild Planet wild sardines. You have to get them in the extra virgin olive oil. They're skinless and boneless. They really just taste like tuna. It really is just like eating tuna. Those are good. But the reason you do the sardine diet is because of the full nutritional profile. So you need the skin, the bones, and everything. So I also had to get some with the full. So I got the King Oscar, right? The King Oscar and extra virgin olive oil. And I mean, like, you're eating the vertebrae. You open the freaking thing up, and it's like basically little fish. Like, they keep the skin on, the little fucking tail is on there. I was surprised I didn't see a head, but they weren't as bad either. But you're not going to want to eat as many of those. It's not as easy as the Wild Planet wild sardine ones.
So wait, what do you do? Put it in a salad? How do you eat it? You just eat it raw?
No, you can only eat the sardines. Yeah, Google Dr. Boz and Google Dr. Boz sardine diet. It's supposed to help you get into keto well, lose weight. If you have any type of autoimmune deficiency, it'll help you reset your autoimmune, your metabolic function. It helps with insulin resistance. Oh, clavicular. Yeah, you wish. This guy thinks he's cloud. That's hilarious. So what else?
It's
Why
interesting.
would that person think he's Clav? Put a name as Claviglia and then put a picture and then come in here pretending like he's Claviglia. He doesn't think that we're gonna figure out that what are people are so stupid. But and so to reverse insulin resistance.
Wait, are you trying to lose weight?
I have been losing weight. I've been losing weight consistently for since about June of 2025. So I've been doing really good.
So you're going on 1 year of weight loss?
Yeah, there were some, the beginning of this year, I did, it was last year. I did the lion diet, carnivore, hard diet.
Are you going to the gym?
No, I work out at home. I can't go to the gym.
Why not?
So I do, because I have people that are in my home that have severe, very low immunity, and a cold can take them out. So I can't be around other people like that.
What? You can't go out into society?
Only for grocery store runs.
What's the difference between a grocery store run and healthy people in a gym sweating?
Well, one is necessary and the other isn't. I need to go get food to live.
I think we just figured out the weight problem. One is necessary, one isn't. I think we just figured out the equation in balance.
No, sir. Hold on.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam. We have diagnosed and we are prescribing medicine.
No. You're not. No. Notice.
Time to get that LA Fitness membership.
Notice.
$14.99 a month with a 1 year $90 service fee.
I didn't say exercise is not necessary. I said going to a gym is not necessary. You can exercise at home. You could walk. You could do your reps. I do cowbell. I do 10 sets of 3 sets of 10 of the when you put your arms out in front of you and you dip all the way down with your knees.
What do you think these immune deficiency people in your residence would say if you were to say, I'm going to the gym to work out? Do you think they'd be like, don't do it, you're going to kill us? Come on. I mean, it's all in your fucking head.
Yeah, you're being insensitive and you don't understand. When I said that a cold can literally I could kill somebody.
A cold could kill someone?
A cold, if my mom gets a cold. Stop being fucking insensitive. You're a fucking prick, okay? I wouldn't talk. Listen, don't be insensitive.
I'm just merely telling you about this joyful thing called the GYM.
No, it's not. No, it's
I have
not.
a membership to the Joy Gym.
So
the JOY GYM.
My mom has terminal cancer, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
Well, that sucks. I've witnessed family members experience that, and it's not joyful. It's very painful.
Okay, were you there taking care of them?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, okay. And so, were you able to just go in and go to the gym and walk around?
Yeah.
You were with them 100% of the time?
Yeah. He was already dying. I don't think my gym experience was going to change his experience. He was already terminal.
So you just took care of him, for a month?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm hoping that because I'm taking care of him, it's not going to just be a fucking month.
My sister hired 24-hour nursing care at $10,000 a month. I was like, $10,000 a month? I was like, I'll take that job. And the nurse, he was like, come on. He's like, will you go into my other bedroom there and clean the windows? And the nurse is like, sir, I'm your nurse, not your housemaid. And he goes, all right, well, get over here and empty my piss bucket. I was like, holy shit. He was angry. Dying in pain, I'd probably be angry too. Slow, painful death, anger. But, if you're at peace with your passing, it's a much better place to be. But that's the type of personality my uncle had. He was like an extreme go-getter. And so even in his death, he was like actively resisting and fighting out of mere habit, because he was like such a disciplined person. This guy was running like 6-7 miles in his 60s, but sometimes doctors can fuck you up when they perform surgery. Unnecessary surgery.
Yeah, I hear that. That's crazy. Is that what happened to him?
Yeah. He would have been better off never visiting with a doctor to begin with. Oh man, they just play you. He got played. It sucks.
Yeah, my mom, when she started, she was on a chemo, and it was gonna kill her. And our oncologist kept telling us like, no, it's fine. This is the way that you're supposed to have it. My mom got complete neuropathy from her hips down. Couldn't feel her legs. Couldn't walk at all, and she was in massive severe pain. Finally, I was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. This isn't right. This is fucked up. I don't trust this doctor. She's wrong. She's just wrong. I don't care if we're staying in New York oncologist. New York oncologist can be wrong. So I reached out to Sloan Kettering and with my sister and I, and they were just like, yeah, let's see her. So they told us, they said if she would have stayed on that medication, that type, that would have killed her. It would have killed her, and that's crazy, right? Like, that's just insane. And my mom had to relearn how to walk and everything. She still never regained feeling in her feet. She's from her knee down. She doesn't feel anything, so she kind of like shuffles when she walks. And it's like a weird feeling, like if she steps on anything, like even if it's not, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like if you were to walk on like a driveway that has rocks on it, that would be too much for her. She couldn't do that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Stinny in my other room said, John, be a bit more empathetic.
Yeah.
And, I agree. And so I was in a room earlier, and it was an atheist room. All the elite liberal intellectual Democrats on this app. When they kicked a guy, eventually they said, oh, thank God he's gone. So we have all the crazy believers. They're finally out of the room. Let's start talking about, immigration communities and Jim Crow and redistrict, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so I immediately thought to myself, you know what? That's really like cold, because
I'm not following what's cold. Be specific.
It's like the leader of that room, Elliot. You know who Elliot is on this app? It's like he doesn't have emotion. And the irony is, you would think that they would be like ruthlessly efficient. See, it's almost like they're fascist, because if you are going to mock somebody who reads the Bible and thinks that they, have a philosophy on God and love, and you're just this ruthless evolutionary monkey who is upset about Donald Trump and MAGA, and all you do is create rooms about how stupid and how much you hate Donald Trump. It's like, I'm not really convinced that these people are because they are they want to be the leaders. They want to be the ones in charge, and that's the way they talk. And their biggest statement is when things go back to normal. And that's when I start laughing, because shit ain't going back to what they call normal, And so it's really like we have a personal problem. You know, everybody's got this personal problem, and nobody's like actually discussing it on this app. I don't know. It's just like this app is so fake. People here are so fake because the truth is, like, if all these people here who are liberal, social, democrat intellectuals, everybody's basically just like self-promoting all the time. There's no real like deference to organization, priority. What could we achieve? What kind of experiments we could run? What kind of little business could we set up? What kind of nonprofit could we set? Like, there's no real organizing. And like, have you ever, dealt with ants coming into your house? Or I'm sure you have.
Yeah, ants are my favorite.
You know, isn't it amazing how smart they are and how much they work together, and they don't complain.
Insane.
They don't
They
kill each other.
Incredible.
Yeah, they're just
They perform, they have hierarchy. They
Yeah.
perform medical procedures on each other. Like, I'm dead serious. They'll amputate limbs if like your limb is messed up.
Mhm.
They hold burials. They're extremely intelligent ants. Yes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, how can we be dumber than ants? Like, that's what's happening here.
Have you ever seen a fucking when they've poured the foam inside the ant tunnels to like represent? Have you seen that? And then they dig them up to see. Yeah, incredible architecture. Yes, no, and their hierarchy, the way that they have all the different ants have different jobs. They know their job. Like when you're born an ant, you're literally allocated. You're put into a position, and there's a bunch of different positions that you can hold. Like, it's incredible. Also, I was just going to say something else to what you were saying.
Well, what's interesting about the ants is like that's all genetic coding, and they were going after my garbage in like a straight line, and I just kept like vacuuming them up and dumping them off my balcony. And finally, I sprayed insecticide on like the corner of my wall, and they stopped coming through because the poison was a deterrence. But their hierarchy and their geolocation targeting, like they literally pass it. Somehow they're passing coordinates to each other on the march, and that trail of communication is going to wherever the sources of their nest or whatever. But it's just remarkable how they're able to do geolocation targeting through communication networks, and whether like how do they actually pass the coordinates? Because even when you vacuum them all up, later further down in the communication network, they're able to go to where I just removed them. So at the downriver part of the network, they're actually passing on geocoordinates. And it's just remarkable. Like, all right, Regal is in my other room. It's called the Pepe Show.
It's through have you ever said it's through scent?
Oh, it's all scent? Yeah.
Well, through pheromone trails that they put off. So, yeah, and probably more. They probably have, like, I wonder if it was ants. I want to think that it was ants. That some ant can recognize the face, recognize faces, like difference in faces.
Mm-hmm.
So they could definitely have, like, landmark memory that you're talking about, like have visual cues, like, okay, now we're going around the corner, now we're going up through this wall, you know what I'm saying? To get into your house or whatever. So that's interesting. Oh, but what I was going to say, everybody fake, no organizing. That's the problem of government, because we've learned to pass over our direct agency to say, hey, government, you do it all. And no, not fascist. We're talking about mini tyrants. Everybody has become entitled to think that the government is supposed to be doing what the government is only to protect us from from that happening to us. And so we're all fucked up now. Okay?
Well,
and
we're not fucked up.
We're supposed to be doing this organizing. We're supposed to be doing these decentralized, creating these decentralized competing institutions. But because we've empowered the federal government and state and local governments so improperly and so significantly, We now see, well, the best idea, just pass the ball to them, and all our job is to identify somebody who's going to carry out our tyrannical preferences to enforce them on our fellow citizen. So when you go into the voting booth, know that that's what you're doing, my friend. You're
okay,
just
hold on a second. Listen.
Your votes are violence. You're going in to say.
Oh, votes is violence. Okay. Well, hold on, Bima. Let me tell you something interesting that happened today. As I see a senator who I know, his name is Durbin. He goes to the Humboldt Health Medical Clinic, and he puts together a photo with all the staff, and he says Donald Trump is destroying this hospital. He's cutting services to underserviced, disadvantaged individuals, and he's killing people and hurting people's lives, and he's bankrupting this incredible, organization. So I asked Grok, how much has Humboldt Medical billed Medicare, Medicaid each year for the past 3 years? It turns out that they've billed them $130 million a year. And then I say, well, what about the last 10 years? Grok says, I can't get you that information. I say, okay, give me the 3 years prior. It gives me that information. I say, give me the 3. It gives me that. So I guess what? People take notice and they start retweeting what I'm putting out because, this Medicare, Medicaid fraud is such an epidemic. And everybody knows these doctors, these nonprofit 501(c)(3)s, their trustees, they're making a fucking fortune. They're going home with millions of dollars in their pocket, serving illegal aliens and bilking taxpayers and fucking us. So they can. It's unrestricted. It's unsupervised. Who's to stop them? Nobody. So I think they need to stop Medicare, Medicaid completely, deplatform the whole fucking thing, and just restart it on a new platform. And we need to go to a dentist type of billing system and stop with all this quarterly annual budgeting because it's all just fraud. And it's a scam, and that's the biggest. If I want to keep our military, and I want to dump the medical industrial complex because it's not giving us the ROI that we claim it's giving us. It's just not. Health outcomes suck. The people making the money suck. We have international fraudsters, national fraudsters. It's an epidemic. The real epidemic is government creation of all this moral hazard by creating $4 trillion a year to fund the medical industrial complex. It's the biggest scam in society today. And then lawyers.
Yeah, well, I actually agree with you, right? Because Medicaid and Medicare, we got to remember that was supposed to be that's supposed to be the, what do they call it, the security net. That's supposed to be the part of the society that the rest of us, when we do our own decentralized building of institutions and cultivating of whatever it is, our own insurance and policies, our own welfare, our own health systems, decentralized, okay, then the Medicaid and Medicare was meant to pick up those people who couldn't take care of themselves, right? And that's what's supposed to happen, because who's going to advocate for the people who can't afford it themselves, right? We're not going to. The people who are going to a private business, they're not, paying for people who can't get the job done right themselves. So listen, this is the thing though. The problem is we can't do that because the federal government got too happy. The conservatives and the Republicans that claim to be this free society, freedom, liberty, they passed so much regulation that the decentralized institutions can't do effectively what they need to do through the patent system, through all the blind tape, the subsidies, the licensing, the taxing, all of this. It created too much for us to build our competing institutions at a decentralized level. So now we have liberals, which are no different than conservatives, Republicans, which are no different than Democrats. They think that they're different because on the surface, there's, very surface level. Oh, I support this. Oh, no, I don't support this. I support limited government. That's the conservatives and the Republicans, that voice, right? I support limited government. I support no government, or not no government, little government intervention, right? Well, actually, bullshit. No, you don't, because if we talk about patents, if we talk about subsidies, if we talk about regulations, you're going to be all for those. But what that does then is it regulates our decentralized networks from being able to build the competing institutions that they necessarily need to do. So then now you're creating more people who need to be put into the security net, and now Medicaid and Medicare, and this is becoming insane. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to stop forcing our preferences, stop regulating. And this is one thing that I like about Trump. This is something that he is doing. He is deregulating. He is deregulating them the most out of any president that I've actually been alive to see, right? He promised himself, I'm going to remove, I promised myself 10 bills. I'm going to, 10 regulations I'm going to remove for every regulation that I pass. And he said at the economic forum in January, he said that he's averaging about 100 to 125 instead of 10, right? I don't know if but that's still good to me. That sounds wonderful. I'm happy about that. Excellent, wonderful. This is what I want. De-fucking regulate our society so we, as the intelligent, amazing human beings that we are, can make our choices and make the decisions ourselves. We can have our accountability networks. We can build all of that, but we can't when we're passing it over to the government to say, okay, regulate everybody to do this. We find one little thing wrong, one little problem. Oh, run to daddy government. Daddy government, pass this regulation in a broad span. It's a universal fucking shit, and now you're completely making it, you're incapacitating the entire decentralized network to do what they need to do. So Republicans, you're fake. If you're listening to this and you're a Republican, you're fake. If you're a conservative, you're fake. You're not different than liberals and Democrats. You think you are, but you're not. Not unless you're pushing for deregulation, for us to deregulate ourselves. The closest to true freedom fighters are going to be your minarchists and your libertarians, which the founding fathers, just look it up. The Federalist Papers, Anti-Federalist Papers, they went through a whole bunch of these game theory and all the simulations about what if we do this, we need federal government to do this. Yeah, well, it got too crazy. It got out of hand in the 21st century, and now you Republicans think that you're something special. You ain't shit. You're a statist bootlegging bitch, just like the leftists, and you're creating a lot of unnecessary harm. You're inhibiting our innovation, our productivity, our technological evolution. You're prohibiting everything. Our medical evolution. You're stopping so many people from being able to have the ability to free themselves financially, to cure themselves medically, to build themselves and our community. So that's it. Stop being a statist bitch. Thank you.
Well, I don't know, because if the game is, binary, then it's up to the opposing party to inform, influence, persuade the electorate to essentially just go from, A plan to B plan. These party names are insignificant. It's really just a binary political system. And so it becomes the politician, because I do believe that, you should be able to fully rotate between being a conservative and a liberal, or, non-interested. It's there's a time and a place for all opposites. So if society becomes too violent and too criminal, okay, well then now we become conservative. If society has now become extremely peaceful and abundant, well, now we can be more liberal. There's no need, for the opposite measure. So that's what I just don't understand about people who complain about party, or especially MAGA, because it's always the left, woke, liberal, intellectual Democrat who's bringing up the term MAGA. But if you listen to Donald Trump today, gave a speech in the Rose Garden, and he is welcoming Gold Star mothers, whose sons and daughters have died in conflicts overseas, or if they were murdered by an illegal alien who crossed the border. And, he claims 11,000 murderers crossed over and 25 million crossed over. If I was to sit next to a mother of someone murdered by an illegal alien, I'd be like, yeah, I'm on your side because they shouldn't have been able to cross. We should have full security. But then I think of all the murders that are taking place just like of married couples. Or, if you just look at the homicide rate, you're like, oh my God, like this, society is awful. It's horrible. To quote Acek, it's terrible.
Yeah, but you totally bypassed what I'm saying. You're saying that the Democrats and the Republicans are supposed to work together. I understand that you're saying that as a proud status, but I'm saying that that's the problem. The problem is that the ball is the power to rule other people back and forth. And then by doing that, it's not a work of protective, to protect ourselves. It's now you're in the business of dominating each other and telling each other what you should do with your productive ability and your life force. Right? Democrats and Republicans, but by saying Democrats and Republicans should work together, you're assuming that what they're working on is legitimate to begin with, right? But if two burglars are coming into your house and they cooperate more efficiently, is that going to say, okay, well, now making it becoming a thief and burglary is moral? No. If two gangs are going to take turns deciding who's going to get robbed, right? Is that a solution not better teamwork but between gangs? No, there is a deeper issue. It doesn't matter. They're both doing the same thing.
Well, Bima,
they're taking the power away from people to do the things that they need to do.
Bima, my position is conservative and suspicious, and I think that's actually a much better position to be in than being.
What do you mean but you think that conservatism is a good thing? It's not. It's just a different form of a Democrat. They're both doing the same exact thing.
No, I mean conservative in terms of the debate, because Clubhouse has a cadre of elite intellectual Democrat liberals, and I've recorded them all day today, and they are reoccurring and they are consistent, and they're in a way they're like unaware of themselves, and it's all just self-promotion, and therefore I know it's like, don't take any of it seriously. Like, nobody here is actually organizing. It's all just like useless, baseless threats. Like, I heard this black woman today saying, I got a motherfucking shotgun, and if they're gonna motherfucking Jim Crow us and re-enslave us, I'm ready to fight. And then the liberal intellectual elitist who was leading the group discussion said, I would never encourage violence unless, you're first violated by a violent offender. So my point is, I would always, in this debate, like, I'm just forced, and I have to be that conservative, suspicious person, because have you ever seen that clip from the movie Network where it's the black communists shooting a TV show and she's screaming about her syndication rights? Do you know which scene I'm talking about? Let me pin the link for it, because this is what the conversations ultimately sound like, which is a radical communist, female screaming about her revenue growth.
But what are you even saying? Well, what is this suspicious conservative?
Meaning that I don't trust anyone or anything, even on the far right. Like, I don't think we're going to have what you would call, like, Third Reich Nazi fascism, but we can and already have experienced in what I would call liberal fascism, which is open borders and transgender equality in all, fields of everything, which is totally strange.
Fascism. So saying fascism and saying that open borders is fascism?
Yeah.
Okay, closed borders is fascism. Open borders is not fascism.
Well, no. It violates my 4th and 5th constitutional right when I'm murdered by an illegal alien, because that he's here under no process of law. And this is the argument that I'm making here in Illinois, because we have what's called the Safety Act, which releases violent criminal offenders on ankle monitor and recidivists at our like 80% guarantee. And they do murder, and they do cut and turn people and light people on fire, and they kill cops. We just had a cop killed, by somebody who was released 17 times for 17 violent offenses, And, I think we need capital punishment and execution. And until we have that again, I don't think anything is really going to change, because it's just like either a medical industrial complex or a legal industrial complex.
Yeah, I think we're talking about different. Go ahead.
Yeah, so to push back on capital punishment, do you think that capital punishment will deter the amount of crime that happens?
Yes, because into the current system, we're re-releasing recidivists at a very high rate, calling it social equity or restorative justice. And those people do go on to commit crimes. It's just statistics. And, I have seen videos of, like, anyways, it's just society is bad. It's dangerous out there. And I would, man, I mean, I see the cops going into the streets today, and I'm just like, these cops are not looking. Some of them look strong. Some of them are so weak, and they'll just be taken advantage of by the gangs. The gangs are real out there, and they're violent, and they're aggressive, and they're armed to the teeth, and they live in control by intimidation, fear, and gunplay, and it's like, these cops are going up against that. And then if they chase somebody down for murdering somebody, and then they shoot that guy and murder that person, they get charged for murder. They get sued. They go to a police accountability oversight board with civilian oversight. There's no real due process. It's all just woke, liberal, social equity, justice, and outrage. Propaganda outrage. Content outrage all the time.
I mean, I don't mean to interject, but to me, it's like, depends how that addresses what I asked you, though, which is, do you believe that capital punishment specifically deters crime?
It's not a deterrence, it's a system of justice. Like, I know you probably don't read the scriptures, but, oh, eternal, give us justice. If you've ever been wronged or your family was murdered, I mean, don't you know the story of Conan the Barbarian?
Well, I also know there are people who are innocent who have been released because of DNA evidence, and so how many more people on death row could be innocent right now?
Okay, so my complaint against that is I agree with you. It's really got to be a true miscarriage of justice, and it's like a very disappointing thing about reality that an innocent person could be prosecuted and even capitally punished for a crime they didn't commit. But I would just point out that the Freedom Project that helped liberate a lot of people actually liberated a lot of people who were actually murderers. And this is because the legal industrial complex, so much of it is socially woke, and restorative justice is a scam. It's really about the money, the donations, the nonprofit organization, the salaries, the money, all. It creates an industry about getting individuals out and then claiming because of DNA so it just worries me that it's possible, and it has been proven, and I can show you the articles, that some of these people that they sprang from prison were actually guilty of the crimes. And this is the way manipulation and lies and money and the courts, it's an industry, and that's what I'd really like to squash. And because the country's so far in debt, I think it's time that we actually change the way that we distribute the money that we're borrowing and spending, by actually eliminate the borrowing, go into extreme austerity, cut Medicare, Medicaid, and cut the whole program. It's gone. That's $4 trillion a year that we will save. We collect $5 trillion a year. That
won't stall the debt, though. I mean, because it's completely.
I get it, but this is a proposal for a radical solution. I'm not saying it's going to happen.
What I'm saying is, though, is that it won't even work pragmatically. It's like anything you cut from Medicaid is just going to go, or Medicare is just going to go into the trust fund. I mean, because it's independently funded by worker, employee
contribution.
Payroll, so.
Well, it's not necessarily true. It's a part of the overall revenue, but Medicare, Medicaid, is funded at 4.2 trillion. I'm just saying, what would day number one look like when the government actually stops doing it? They won't stop doing it. We are on the Zimbabwe economic model. And actually, I wanted to ask Rock today.
Actually, our inflation has been much lower in comparison to recovery from the pandemic. Our inflation has been one of the lowest in comparison to plenty of other countries.
I'm not saying we don't have it great. I'm just merely trying to like, because Bima here said earlier that the true leaders are libertarian or founder in essence.
Well, I know that me and Bima do share a little bit of differences. Like, she supported what happened on January 6th. I think that's nuts. So. Well,
I mean, people always bring up either tariffs or J6 and Proud Boys and Oath Keepers, and I'll be honest with you. I mean, do you consider yourself an elite, intellectual, liberal Democrat?
I mean, I definitely don't consider myself. I find elite to always be cringe. I mean, the most elite schools I've said I would have gone to would be schools like I would have gone to University of Chicago or University UCLA, but I never would have gone to Harvard, Yale, Columbia.
Do you know Breyer on this app?
No, I don't.
Yes.
Oh, you don't know Breyer, Necro? You might like talking to him sometime. But today, he's a professor or works in academia, and he was saying the cutting edge thing today is students don't want to be lectured to. They don't want to be told to from somebody's worldview. They want to choose their teacher. That's the most cutting thing in education today is customizing your education and choosing your teacher. And I was like, anyways,
That's true. That was a thing. That was the thing. My last year in college was in 2012, and I remember that's exactly at the time they had that Rate Your Professor app.
Yeah.
And I literally would, when I would get my courses, I would look.
Yeah. I did the same thing. Well, that's maybe because I was giggling about that. I was like, well, that's not anything new, dude. People have given an option. Yeah. Review their fucking options.
I've always taken advantage of that. It's really helped me as a person who is neurodivergent, finding professors who are more able to understand you better. So.
Well, I mean, it's like Amazon One Health. I mean, you review the profiles and the ratings, and you make your best, decision, and you hope that your outcome is there. Anyways, I'm just saying, like, I went to the VA hospital, and as I was waiting to see a triage nurse, an older gentleman on like an electronic, wheelie. What would you call those things? Like the get arounds. He's on a get around, and he's saying things like, "I'm dying of lung cancer. I can't even see a fucking doctor. Nobody here will fucking help me. I go downtown to that hospital. Nobody will fucking help me over there." He's like, and I got to get this done before I go to Mexico. So clearly he's, dying, he's immobile, and no one can give him the help and change. So my point is, when the No Kings rally and elite liberal intellectual Democrats say that healthcare is a human right, Medicare, Medicaid is a human right, I would just point out that the ROI on people that you could probably look at mortality tables and calculate how much longer they have to live. But the difficulty comes in there being so many variables. And the problem with the argument on the left is that they want an option, even if your chance of success is very small. And in terms of like austerity and rationing, like there has to be some type of way to try to make the system efficient based on real world outcomes, not social virtue, medical equity, justice. And so I think that's why I say, like, if we wanted to save the economy, it has to come from the inside and the outside, meaning that we have to transform the way that we are running the system and look for investment from the outside, meaning that like this Trump golden fucking citizenship bullshit is, like a small thing. Like the thing is they'll just never do it because they'll never really invest. We the people, they will only invest in Wall Street because there's no inventory. It's totally liquid, liquid. and you're in and out, and there's no liability. But it's like we will never get what we really need, which is national security, housing, food, clothing, energy. And this girl on a dating app, she's like, so I'll go on a date with you, but like you have to tell me your politics in detail. And I just wrote back equity and economy because, I do believe in equity, but I also believe in pragmatic economy. If we can't agree on how to run a pizza shop and we can't agree that the Federal Reserve is ultimately the ones fully responsible, with Congress for causing all of this immoral, illegal money, moral hazard. Like can't we agree on that? I just can't understand how we just can't agree that deficit spending is what's causing all these problems. And it's gotten so big, but it's like, how do we put the genie back in the bottle? Can we? Should we?
I mean, I think the problem is that our government has been bought out by super PACs and by pretty much by billionaires is what it's been bought out by. And that's my issue with the government right now is the fact that our Congress, our government is being bought right now. But anyways, let's get not too sidetracked. But Bima, have you ever heard of? Are you familiar with Ilan Poppy?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Yeah, I got a couple of his books today. I was meaning to read. He wrote a book called The Ethnic Cleansing of Palestine.
Oh, yes. I do know who you're talking about. Yes, keep going. Poppy, I knew that. I know who you're talking about. He did something too. There's something else that he wrote, but I think he did some. What's his background? Ethnically.
He's an Ashkenazi Jew.
That's what I thought. He's in Jerusalem, right?
In Jerusalem? Yeah, he's an academic. Just in general, I would say that because I've been trying to read more about the history of Palestine, mostly because I mostly know after formation of Israel and up until 1967 with the 6 Days War. And I pretty much have been of the opinion that to me it's like I think really the Israeli state, at least since 1967, has been pretty much, it's not been about state sovereignty.
I don't think that that's the most interesting time period of that. I think the most interesting start would be after the fall of the Ottoman Empire, right when the British mandate took over after the Ottoman rule ceased in the area, in that area. So from that time, so we're talking about like starting, I would say, 1917. Between 1917 and 1919. No, because then there was so 1921, 1917 to 1921. That's the most interesting. It's the period. I know because then there was the what's his name? I forgot his name off the top of my head, but the League of Nations. There had to do something. Okay. All the period before 1948, from 1917 to 1938, that's the most interesting period. You want to look at the relationship of the United States and the British and how Israel became all the movers, the speaker, everything. What's his name? Not Ben Gurion. The guy who wrote A Jewish State, Herzl. Look up Herzl, look up the World Zionist Organization, look up the movers, look up the Balfour Declaration, the writers, the Rothschild, look up those relationships, look at that movement, and look at how the British, they even knew It was America that was pushing to have the Jews continue to be pushed into this area they were economically destabilizing this region. They knew it, right? And the British even stopped Jewish immigration. And it was the Americans, the U.S., that kept and pushed it, put pressure on them to restart it up and to continue to allow it to happen. But go ahead. Are you going to say something?
No, I was just acknowledging what you said.
Okay. So, yeah, that whole period is very interesting. That period. So if you read all of, what's his name? Hold on a second. I'll get it for you.
Yeah. No, it's like I need to read more of the history myself. I mean, I know that Herzl, familiar with, that's where the term Zionism, I think, was coined, was under Herzl.
And no, it was before Herzl. But I don't know why people start at 1948. That's not the interesting part, and that's not the problem. 1948 wasn't the problem. The problem was when you had people that were living in the region that wanted to create a nation state, and they were denied that ability. They were denied the ability to form. That was the issue. That's what you have to focus on. 1948. That's just problem on top of a problem. So go way before that.
Yeah, just in general, it's like, to me, though, I just think ever since 1967, it's like, to me, it's like it's been clear that it's nothing like from that period. It's the state of Israel has been talking about state sovereignty, but that's since that period, since the 6 Days War, it's all been about expansion into other native states. So
let me ask you this question. I changed the title of the room to The History of Violence and Division, Propaganda, Conflict. What do you think about people who say, hey, we don't commit the violence, but we respond to the violence and the terrorism? It's not us throwing the first punch. Because, when you go to the principal's office, the principal is trying to essentially arbitrate the conflict without getting into who threw the first punch. But we make a big deal over who threw the first punch. I'm just saying, to me, it's like, how do we know who did what in first? But that's not the thing. It's like, how do we essentially stop thinking about, who threw the first punch? And really, why is there so much violence in the system, like that movie, History of the World or whatever, or the comedy? Like, see, there's violence inherent in the system. Violence is inherent in the system.
There's always a saying in history that, a lot of history is gray, and that's really just the fact is that most of, a lot of stories are not completely, black and white. It's that there's no sort of like, these are the good guys, these are the bad guys. A lot of, history is like over issues that really there is no necessarily right side to it. There's just essentially there's victors and then there's losers pretty much. But who was on the right side of the issue is often not so simple. So.
Okay, so it's called the British White Paper, 1922. Then you had the 1922 League of Nations Mandate for Palestine. But look up the Third Arab Palestinian Congress, 1920. These were Arabs, right, that lived in Palestine. Palestine didn't exist. Well, they didn't have an opportunity to be created as a state because they were the Ottoman Empire. They were not, like what? You think that they'd be able to be a separate sovereign state under the Ottoman Empire? Well, no, morons. Okay, so look up the Arab Palestinian Congress, and you'll see what regions, what district that covered. That geographically it covered Jerusalem, Nablus, Nazareth, Haifa, Jaffa, Gaza, Hebron, all of those Okay, all of those regions, and they were moving. They wanted to move to have their own sovereign state. They were promised that by the British. That's actually what the the Balfour Declaration was clarifying, because they were told that if they fought in the war on their side, then they would be able to get their own sovereign state. But there had been a clarification, because they basically they were fooled. They were fooled, and it didn't happen the way that it was supposed to happen. So it was fucked up. But what else?
Yeah. No, it's like something I definitely need to read about more.
Yeah, but look before that. Look up, way before 1940. I mean, like, I'm not saying that doesn't matter, but I feel that the most important time period to understand why even people like Ben-Gurion himself admitted, quote, saying that, oh yeah, do you know what? The Palestinians, they just, they're rightful. And let me get that quote. I'll actually get the quote.
Specifically, though, it's like, I think Albert Einstein, it's interesting how, like, though he would, even though he identified as a Zionist, he definitely would have been disgusted by beyond the way that the state of Israel has formed.
Click the link above. That's all the tablets. They call them they go Stellies is their name. But like, these are like laws of, Hammurabi, all that stuff. And there's many, many, of these like legal plates. And so when you read the actual text on the legal plates, there's an actual code of conduct in society. And, like, that's the thing where it's like, I think we have to agree that there has to be real world consequences for violations of these laws. And I just can't understand why, based on social equity, restorative justice, community representation, all these buzzwords to excuse somebody's violent, murderous behavior. I mean, when does it end? Until you're a victim? Hello?
So, thank you. Alistair Kelly. So, hold on. Ben-Gurion, do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, so he was the founder and the very first prime minister of Israel. Okay, they literally refer to him as the founding father of Israel. Okay, so he was...
And making it about religion all the time, just like you do.
Did I say all non-believers was there? When did I say that?
Do you believe in Islam?
Alan, you weren't here. That doesn't matter.
You believe in Islam?
In Islam, yes, I believe in Islam. It doesn't matter.
And is the word of the Prophet Muhammad?
Alan, you're a boomer. Shut up.
Perfect incarnation.
You're irrelevant. You are irrelevant, bro. So shut up. You're in modern.
Muhammad make any mistakes in?
But why you ask me about my... Do I ask you if you're Christian? Do I ask you if you're Jew? Do I ask you if you're Buddhist? Do I ask you if you're atheist? I don't ask you these questions, so why you ask me those questions? I don't understand.
Jabeli and Co. I'm a Messianic Jew, but what I'm not going to do is engage in whataboutism. We are here to talk about Prophet Muhammad and how he's a pedophile who sucked his grandson's penis. I think we'd be friends, or I would fuck you. No. I would bash your skull. You could be that too. Yeah, you're right. Rick. Hey, Rich, before I die, I gotta be out of time. Oh, bro, I love this one. Yeah, so if I had a time machine, I'd go back to Prophet Muhammad. I would tie him to a tree. I would let all the donkeys... I'm going to bring your mother in here so she can use it. And come inside of his butthole, and then I would bring the camels and the donkeys around to his mouth.
But this is
and I'll let the camels and the donkeys fuck his mouth until they ejaculate down the back of his throat, and he would swallow all the cum. Then I would lube up, and I would fucking go raw dog, and I would put Muhammad in his ass, and I would come inside of his butthole. Then I would cut his throat as soon as I'm ejaculating and hitting his prostrate. And then I cut his throat and cut his head off. Then I chop him up in 1,000 pieces. Then I'd burn him in the fire. Then I would fucking feed him to pigs. Then I would kill the pigs. I would chop them up.
Wow. It's quite an imagination that man has.
Wouldn't surprise me if India and Pakistan start nuking each other right now.
Well, a lot of things wouldn't surprise me. I mean, do you think like there's going to be a nuclear war and Trump is going to never leave office, you know, and pull a fast one on us and take that third term like FDR and say things have gotten really bad and we can't just turn it over to the crazy left because they'll destroy it all. So we got no choice. I'm here for the third time. Hello. They cheated me the second time, so here I am the third time.
Well, I think essentially Trump, I mean, with him, like, you know, he has no right to be calling somebody, like, you know, suggesting that, you know, they're the people who are going to start World War III. I mean, he was the one who made that about part of his campaign, that he was the president who wasn't going to start World War III, and, you know, we're starting new wars, and that's literally what he's doing right now. But yeah.
Oh, I was going to tell you that the query I wanted to do was who was managing Zimbabwe's currency system during their rampant inflation? Because I know, like, based on the pre-colonial possessor, like certain countries operate off of like the French banking system or the Italian or the German. Like, it's all, you know, based off of that. But, you know, anyways, I was just curious who was managing the currency production in Zimbabwe during the $100 trillion notes.
By the way, it's interesting. You and I both, I think, identify as libertarian, and so people are surprised that you and I unite with the left on plenty of things on foreign policy, I think.
Yeah, I find that's interesting. The left, I'm not really sure because I don't trust the right or the left on foreign policy. I haven't seen them consistent in that particular case. I've seen both Democrats and Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, liberals. They've all voted for wars at different times. I mean, ultimately, Congress, you know, like if you look up just reps, Dems, there's no difference to me. Right? You know, people sometimes will say, oh, look at the president, look at this under, how many times did we go to war under a Republican president or a Democrat president? Well, ultimately, it comes down to Congress and what did they vote for? What did they? So if you look at that, there's no, you know, libertarians, on the other hand, with foreign policy, they're consistent, especially the Ron Paul libertarian. He was very there, right? He was non-intervention.
Well, I'd say that Bernie Sanders has been pretty consistent as well, but overall, I mean, the reason why is I would say, at least in the United States, even though war has been neither inherently left-wing or right-wing, you've had leftists who are pro-war and right-wingers who are, of course, anti-war, but it's like in the United States, because, you know, the protesters of the Vietnam War were predominantly was associated with the left because they were the ones who protested against any intervention that was going to that was about the overthrow of communist or socialist states. But in general, you of course had plenty of libertarians who opposed it for non-interventionist reasons about, you know, just principle of non-aggression. So, like, you had people like Murray Rothbard, who himself, even though he was racist and a person who opposed, who thought that the 19th Amendment should have been repealed, he was also united with the left on the Vietnam protests. So that's essentially the way that libertarians have usually worked in the United States.
Okay, here's a trivia question. What's the total amount of U.S. dollars in physical cash circulation globally?
I mean, I know that our entire country country makes up about 1/4 of the entire world's economy.
This is all the currency that's out there. It's 2.5 trillion in U.S. dollar notes. 100 being the largest denominator, but half of that circulates outside the U.S. And that's only 11% of the total money supply, which is physical. So 1 out of every $10 is physical. 9 out of 10 is digital.
Gotcha.
John,
BIMA.
fractional
Reserve banking.
ratio. What is it right now?
The fractional reserve. I don't know what. It just depends. They do these stress tests on the banks. What you're really asking is how large is the derivatives market? Which
No. I'm asking. What I'm really asking is, what is the fractional reserve ratio that banks are supposed to hold in order to
Is it
print more
10 to
money?
1?
What,
Is it 100 to
what
1?
percentage is that?
I don't know what the
What
percentage
percentage
is.
has it always been?
I don't know.
10%.
10 to 1? Okay.
Do you know what it is today?
1,000 to 1, or they don't even have it anymore?
They removed it.
Yeah.
Banks now have zero since COVID 2020, March in 2020. They reduced it to zero.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, is BIMA, it's like, to me, it's like essentially in U.S. politics, the only kind of time I can see that the left in recent times have been have been supportive of any sort of intervention is with the war in Ukraine. But that's all I can think of at the moment.
I think liberals. I definitely think that liberals, Democrats, Republicans, conservatives, they could work together if they listen to each other. I think liberals and Democrats have an amazing ability to identify problems in society because of just, if you look at like career-wise, I mean, you look at teachers, you look at therapists, nurses, environmentalists. These are mostly your feedback. It's crazy. Do you notice that? That pisses me off. I can't.
Yeah, it's like I would agree with that.
Wait, did you hear what I said? You gotta mute your mic because the feedback, like you're like making noise and there's like clicking and shit. It's horrible. It's terrible, Nico.
Oh, I didn't realize it was not.
He's a transhumanist, Bimo. These are noises that transhumanist bodies make.
No, my mic can't handle that. Like, we give you respect, you know what I mean? Like, you just mute.
He's doing something. He's like putting together like some kind of toy model. He's like building,
Dude, I would not be able to. People, no offense, but people who do that piss me off so bad. Like, if I'm on the phone with somebody, like somebody calls me to talk, and then they're making noise in the background that's so loud. It's like, can you call me back?
See, these things don't bother me. I've gotten past that type of agitation, and you know why? Because I record it all. Because I record everything, and so, like, I'm not going to get angry over the fact that I am talking with somebody who's very difficult to communicate with. I already know that person is difficult to communicate with, and therefore, I actually just stop talking until that person has finished speaking. I will never try to talk over that person or talk at the same time, because I think I have the more awareness in the dialogue than they do. And so I give them the space to be that horrible communicator that they are. And that's okay. Let them, but that's because I'm recording it. If I was sitting here in my silence by myself, lonely, having an aggressive conversation with somebody who's annoying to talk to, but I wasn't recording it, then I'd be very, very upset. You see how like recording things like kind of takes the liability of the time off of like listening to somebody and talking to somebody who's like annoying and difficult to talk to. Like, does that make sense?
I mean, I'm trying, but my brain isn't connecting it well.
I'm just saying, like, by turning everything into content, it makes you more content, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay, yeah, that does make sense. Okay, yeah, thank you. Okay, sure. Right. Especially when, yeah, it is communicating, isn't it? It is poor communication because it's poor listening skills and also poor attention skills. Well, I guess listening and attention is the same thing, but, they talk about our ability to multitask and how it's like slim to none. Like we actually don't, we can't multitask. Like we can't be. There is going to be attention that's you just ping back and forth, and you're not giving me your full attention. And so if you're not giving me your full attention, like please don't talk to me right now. I'm so bad. I'm the first person. I go to take a person. I'm the first person in rooms. Like if I hear somebody unmuted, I'm like, can you mute up? Like I can't talk until there's silence because at least everybody's I'm pretending that everybody's listening, right? And there's like a respect. Oh man, I can't handle it. I can't handle background noise.
I was listening to Politically Correct, and somebody got kicked from the room, a controversial guy, and for 25 minutes they talked about who kicked that person. It's like, this is the thing about leadership, is like leadership, at least it gives you time efficiency, for decision making purposes. And life is pretty short, so it's like we spend so much time with the debate about social inequity, structural racism, indigenous rights, immigrant rights, like all these topics, like the top 10 liberal topics. And it's like life is pretty short. It's quite a luxury to be able to come up with these interesting social inequity, talking points, because anyways, it is what it is, but like it's just not priority.
But I think that's the problem. That's like the cycle, like the causation versus correlation type, idea. Like they're talking about it because they are trying to live their lives, and when they're in the real life, and they're in their real lives and they're operating, they see these things, and so then they talk about it, right? And so there's like this. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think that that's important for us to identify. Also, are you going to be here in a couple years, still on this app, still doing this? Or are you going to find a beautiful woman?
I don't know.
And have kids and find a new definite major purpose?
I think I will always incorporate like live streaming audio into my work, just because like I think it's from like a communication distribution perspective. But yesterday the app was down for 2 hours, and I was so happy and thankful, because I was thinking maybe the app shut down because Sora shut down, and so that means that other like app startups, etc., are probably struggling, and this app could be one of the ones that disappear. And it kind of makes sense to me that they would like Irish goodbye everybody, and just say, sorry, we're announcing that Clubhouse is shutting down. And then you'll see like some people are networked with other people on this app. Some people do not have other people's information. They don't follow each other on other platforms. They hate each other, actually. So it's like when this thing shuts down and people have to find what to do with their attention and their awareness all day long, they're going to be like high and dry. Because they're just one-trick ponies. And so guys like Marshall Rankin, Scott, Gary Bumgarner, like the elite, it's not about that. It's about the fact that they use this app as a crutch for their awareness, their concentration, and they think that like this is a thing, but it's just a total. It's not real, like.
I mean, but isn't that what we're doing? I noticed yesterday, I was in dire straits when the app went down.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't on when the app went down, but what happened is I started to think about begonias,
mm-hmm.
and I really wanted to buy a begonia. And instead of buying a begonia, I said to myself, I'm not going to buy a begonia. Let me just go and get a dopamine hit on Clubhouse. Clubhouse was down. Bad idea. Who bought begonias? Okay, listen.
I was actually very happy, productive, and creating content prior to Clubhouse, and it was Clubhouse people that actually got my YouTube accounts deleted, which were pre-Clubhouse. And a lot of it was like financial analysis. A lot of it was audiobooks that I was creating. And I'm just saying, I know how to have.
Delete it on YouTube?
Yeah, yep.
Why? What did you do?
Do you remember Brian, who is Andrew, or what is his name? Andrew Meyer. You know Andrew Meyer from this app and other places. But anyways, he's this like ultra conservative, hardcore, Orthodox Jew. You could call him, but he's like not really. He's more of a Kabbalist, and he was friends with that guy who got accused of pederasty, like the black guy, whatever the heck his name was. From anyways, this is like somebody who's like promoting Trump all the time. No, what is this freak show's name? Anyways, I'm just saying he reported my YouTube because he was drunk on Purim one night, and I like put his name in the title of the YouTube video. So that alone was enough to like for YouTube to say, okay, we're deleting you. Don't use our platform.
You lost everything.
Yeah, I lost a lot of videos, but I don't care anymore because now I have overloaded the internet with John Kitover content to where people message me all the time and say, why the F do you have so many effing accounts? I hate you. Welcome, Hanson.
Hey, Hanson.
Hey guys. Sure. So I actually want to ask you when you guys take a respect something about Chicago politics very quickly.
Shoot.
I don't know if we're talking about that right now. But...
So, I'm just curious. Actually, do you mind telling me where you live in Chicago?
Does it really matter where I live? I mean, just what's your question, man?
Okay. Why was Chicago and Illinois politics so progressive? And they know they're making all the stupid mayor and the stupid the governor are making policies that are detrimental to the state and city's economy. And why have the population been voting for the dumbest policy, economic policy, suicidal policy all this time?
Well, I mean, I know there's like immigration's like one thing that's like integration into urban culture, and so I mean, is one thing, but it's also just in fact, I mean, people who live in the cities. I mean, there's plenty of different dynamics that go into that, but it's just in general. A lot of people, I mean, in general, the Democrats have a lot of appeal in any sort of urban areas, regardless of where it is. So, it's
voting for something kind of dumb. What's they see crimes and lobbies going up on their district, and yet they're voting for it.
Is it going up?
This video gets 5 likes. I would literally be like, wow.
Yeah. I mean, you can see the crimes and shootings happening on the Magnificent Miles, and somebody, a girl, the 20-something girl, they shot in daylight right in front of the Ralph Lauren.
I'm just gonna say it. Older men are in a
most luxurious speech.
A man bought a pack of chopsticks and received thousands of pairs, only to discover later that the merchant had done it on purpose.
So
The customer had
I
planned.
just looked up right now.
A man
It's like 2025, top line 2025 Chicago Kitover recorded since 1960s. Preliminary police data.
He maintained it over there, shooting and murder.
Yeah,
Since 1995.
1965.
1960. Wow. Okay. I guess we should have expected more. Not that this is the best of the story, I guess.
Yeah, like you can read.
Well, I mean, I would say specifically like violent crime in areas. It's the 90s. I mean, violent crime as much as people see them. I think the crime is just getting worse. It's like, all the data shows that, crimes are going down since the mid-90s, believe it or not.
Okay, let me check it out. Which, where did you find your statistics?
Sure. Not just for Chicago.
Yeah, just Chicago.
Okay. I found one from EDC, South of Chicago. Yeah. It's there's a report, 87 Chicago. And
Are you a trans woman looking for a date? Try Tammy.
I'll bet you $100. I can be. First on 28.
Yeah, and in 2025, we saw reported 16 murders from like 1965, and there were 395 murders from 2024. Shootings, 2,200 shootings in 2025. There were 1,471. So.
I wouldn't trust this. This is like the headline.
Yeah, but I mean,
I've many occasions some headline news say something, and then when you look up the actual statistics, it's a completely different picture. So can you send me like a real FBI statistics or something, whatever police thing?
Nobody is listening to you to the point.
Do you live in Chicago?
Do I live in Chicago? I do get asked that a lot.
Huh?
I do get asked that a lot, though.
Well, why is that?
I don't know. I mean, I do regularly visit Chicago, but no, I'm not a Chicagoan.
If I may ask, which area is it?
I'm all over the place. I'm in Norfolk, Virginia right now.
Okay. Why are you so interested in Chicago?
So it's not really, it's just, I mean, it's really just the topic we went into, but like specifically, it's like Chicago itself. I mean, it is definitely a city that I've been interested in living for my own job opportunities.
Like, which sector are you interested in?
I'm an art major.
Art major, I see. So you
is the innocent people that are not Hezbollah, that live in southern Lebanon.
Yeah, who's the cause? How is this to be determined? Who's the cause?
The people who destroyed them. The people who destroyed them.
The civilians who support Hezbollah.
The actual bomb
fired a
that
missile
destroyed
into
their
Israel,
home.
and then Israel retaliated.
So who's the cause?
Well, she doesn't know that the civilian population in southern Lebanon all support Hezbollah.
It doesn't. No, listen, we're talking about innocent people. I'm talking about the innocent people. I'm not talking about Hezbollah. Okay, so like Hezbollah.
Yeah, the innocent people who fund and support Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. That's what we're talking about.
Rich,
If you're living in that area, listen, if you're having your house blown up,
can you at least lower your volume?
Okay, if you're living in that area, I know, but if I don't, you'll just talk over me.
Well,
if you're
because
living
you
in
talk
southern
over
Lebanon,
everybody else,
I know,
and
listen,
you
if you're
interrupt,
living
you
in
have
southern
Tourette's.
Lebanon,
There's no conversation.
Yeah,
It's just
verbal
Tourette's.
diarrhea. Listen.
All right,
So if you're living, I know you're gonna run away. Run away.
Well, it's no. I'll have a conversation, but if you can't just
I'm
keep
trying to give you
interrupting somebody.
clarification. You don't want to take advice. You don't want to take any fucking information.
Hold on.
If you're living
I don't mind
amongst
going back and forth with you, but you have to go back and forth with me. I speak, you listen, you're respectful.
Okay,
and
cool.
I'll do
There you go. You spoke. I'm trying to give clarification. If you're living in the Crimean and Donbass region, you're supporting the Russian Federation because those are Russian-speaking people. Those are people that wanted them to secede back to Russia. No different than the people that are living in southern Lebanon. They can pack their shit and fucking leave and go to Beirut and they'll be fine. And they won't be surrounded by Hezbollah and they won't have fucking rockets coming in. But those people are staying there because they support the ideology. So yes, if you want to support fucking terrorists, you can get bombed too.
Yeah, that's not true. That's a reductionist. It's massive reductionist philosophy, and it completely it diminishes any type of truth that can be achieved. Okay, we're talking about people that are Catholics that were living in the region. Like, what are you talking about? People that are not at all associated.
Almost
with
all the Christians fled to Brazil.
Oh, hold on. No, there's
more Lebanese in Brazil than there is.
There was a Catholic.
It is true. That is. Wait.
She doesn't know anything.
Who said that there's not? Hold on. Somebody just said that there's not more Lebanese living in Brazil than there is in Lebanon.
Keep talking about the
Lebanese.
Lebanese is so.
Google search it. You fucking idiot.
That's a fabrication.
No, it's not. There's more Lebanese living in fucking Brazil than there is in Lebanon. There's a higher population of Lebanese living in Brazil. They mostly live in Sao Paulo.
Sean.
Jesus Christ, you're dumb.
Propaganda.
You're Eritrean. You have like a median IQ of like 62, bro.
Bro, I don't care. I got a big ass dick.
There you go, Bima.
Sean, can I talk for a few minutes?
Yeah, yalla.
Okay. I'm Persian, first of all.
I don't know the equivalent in Farsi, sorry.
Alhamdulillah.
Don't talk to me Arabic. I'm not Muslim. I hate Muslims.
I don't know the equivalent in Farsi, so you understood what I meant.
I know. Someone says like something in Arabic, and I said like, hey, I hate Arabic and I hate Muslims.
Okay, tell me what the equivalent for yalla in Farsi is, and I'll use that.
No, but the only thing I want to tell you people, like I hate Muslim people, and I know they're ruining everything in the whole world. And they're just using their religion for ruining the people's life. That's what I believe. I know I have accent. I'm living in Canada for 4 years.
You're doing great.
She sounds like a fucking idiot.
You're an idiot.
You're an
just
idiot.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up.
Just shut the fuck up. I'm living in Canada for 4 years. I came as a legal immigrant.
Okay,
I have education.
Hold on.
I know what I'm talking about.
I figured it out. Hold on. Ajala Khan. There you go.
Yeah, but the only thing I'm saying, like, why people are keep talking about the Lebanon and all Muslim fucking people, like they're ruining all over the whole world. Like, I don't understand those things.
Yeah, me neither, honey. It's literally all over the world. It's in Sudan, it's in Lebanon, it's in Syria, it's everywhere. But still, they will defend it till the day they die.
Yep, we will.
And we will, yes, King. Like, just shut the fuck up. And if you want to go to the Muslim, but just go someplace that the Muslim actually love you. Just go someplace. King, no, just shut the fuck up. You don't know who am I. Like, King, you don't know anything. You're ruining all over the countries, all over the world. Like, Muslim people ruining all over the world. Like you are destroying everything. I think they have to kill all the Muslim people. I born as a Muslim, but I hate you guys.
Also, King, I have to correct myself. King, shut the fuck up, brother. I have to agree with you. I'm your Allah. Shut the fuck up for a second. Hold on. I wanted to say something to King. King, I just wanted to tell you that I have to correct myself. It is not 65 median IQ. He already left. It's 85 median IQ, which is considered mentally deficient. That's a redress.
You know, the thing is, like, I born in Iran. I live in Canada for 40 years. I don't believe myself as a Muslim person, but I born, I don't know, by default as a Muslim. And what I know, and I look at all over the whole world, like in US, in Europe, in Middle East, Muslim ruining everything. Like they ruined the whole world.
Alright, so the median IQ in Eritrea is 85.
You see how I left? I didn't let
you. I know. You can leave anytime you want. This isn't Hotel California. You can leave anytime you want, faggot.
Think. The Muslim, the only thing they know just bring the kids in the world and just make the life.
Lily, hold on. All right, Lily, I just want to let you know you are a moderator right now, so you have the power and authority to mute this faggot anytime you want. Go ahead.
As Muhammad said,
look at this white knight.
I put a woman over top of you.
White knight.
Yes, I put a woman over top of you.
Women have more power here, honey.
Yeah, women do have more power here.
We love Lily. Lily, you're offered. You can come here anytime and be a moderator. Okay?
Merci, muchas gracias. King, you know the thing is, if you don't want to believe it or don't believe it, King, just listen for 1 second. It's not gonna hurt you. Just listen, please. It's okay. You can call me whatever you want. That's the Muslim things. You can call them, especially you can call the girl or woman name. That's the Muslim things. I respect that. Okay, you just learn it. You just know that you have to actually disrespect the woman. That's okay. That is fine. It's okay. You can call me bitch. You can call me whatever you want. It's okay. It's okay, King. If you believe in real Islam, it tells you. Okay, just shut up for 1 second. Just shut up for 1 second. It's not gonna hurt you. Just listen. Okay, you know the thing is, in Islam, even in Islam, it tells you you have to respect your parents. You have to respect the woman. Even you don't know how to respect your religion, but it's a fucking religion that you believe. It's a fucking religion that you believe. Your Prophet Muhammad, actually, he was fucking with a 9 years old boy. He was fucking with a 9 years old girl. Like, that is your fucking religion. You don't know your religion.
Everybody who's a moderator, mute this King guy.
You don't know your fucking Muhammad was raping a girl. He was raping a little kid for 9 years. And that was obvious the sexual man.
You're a little better at you answer yourself as a new Nero.
And the other thing was, actually, he was saying, married to someone, just shut the fuck up, King. And when he was to someone, no one else can have married woman. Muhammad was actually, he was taking the French wives.
Steve was 1917, Max, the year's 1917, and I'm a Latvian peasant. Watch out.
Yo, Max.
Tyson, you see, all you have to do is work hard, and you will.
I'm a Moscow factory worker. I'm
one of those guys. All you have to do is work hard because listen, competition. Fucking faggots who fucking think communism is superior to capitalism.
I have an album for too. I have an album for Karl Marx, and then we just translated into my original native language.
You know what I love about Scott?
No, I'm not. I'm an OG communist fan, like Marxist-Leninist. Communist is sort of like a like you're a faggot. You're a faggot. That's what you are. You're a
Astro Morgan. I got a question. So this Gary,
notice the women don't like the fucking communists. Notice the women don't like the faggots here.
In the States who also like sell baggy fucking pseudoscience bullshit like you.
Yo, Astro Morgan,
you have in your life.
Astro Morgan.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Which one?
That's disgusting.
It's a one or the other answer.
You guys are degenerate, sexual degenerate fucking communists. We're both
It's
taking
a one or the other.
Okay, cool. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
Are you
Degenerate sexual communists?
Are you gonna take Gary the numbers guy in your ass or in your mouth?
We're the sex proletariat, and we're the sex bourgeoisie, and we're about to fucking rise up.
So which
You
one is it?
porn, you faggot cunt.
Which one?
Porn is created by capitalism, by the way. Porn is illegal in every communist country you can think of.
That's true.
Porn's illegal in China, it's illegal in Cuba, it was illegal in the Soviet Union. Porn is only fostered by capitalism, by the way. Like, porn is one of the most pure distillations of, like, capitalism you can think of.
Do you think that there's a pipeline that goes from, like, selling astrology things online to, like, doing an OnlyFans or, like, making
none?
You think that there's, like,
None.
a pipeline there?
Why is it always that these guys?
Because that's what you got.
Garbage on your fucking page. Like,
Why is it always that these guys, whenever they want to make an argument, they say, well, you're a woman, or you're... Because you Karl Marx's writings and his ideas inspired revolutions across the world. Your fucking morality courses are going to have no lasting impact on history.
Wall Street money. Karl Marx was funded by Wall Street money? He was funded by Wall Street money. There's a certain section of Zionists on Wall Street who fucking pushed that fucking
Zionists? Theodore Herzl didn't write his fucking manifesto until the late 19th century.
And they were
after Capital when the communist manifesto was written.
in the 19th century, you fucking faggot.
yes, I'm sure the Jews.
Which Zionist Jews were backing Karl Marx when he was writing Capital in the fucking Communist Manifesto?
He literally wanted the destruction of the Jewish communities.
That's why that's different. Like, you wrote essays on the fucking big people. Yeah. Oh, wow. You guys need a history lesson. In the Soviet Union, there used to be a poet. They would go from city to city. He would talk shit about Stalin, and then all the people would say, yeah, we're with you. They get locked up in the morning, and the poet would go to the next city and fucking start to scam all over again. You guys are stupid. When you're somebody would like buy into the good Tsar bad boy art fallacy. You would be just like a Russian village peasant who lives in like
you're ugly people were the ones that slaughtered the Tsar, Nicholas. Like you guys are.
Well, wait, but Max, aren't you Russian? Sharia's people slaughtered Tsar Nicholas? Yeah, I sat in the Winter Palace with my Mosin and I smiled. The Scots Irish dead body in front of the Scots Irish famously slaughtered Tsar Nicholas. This is zero true.
Well, yeah, the most you guys said
after I stabbed him 50 times.
It's fucking disgusting, man. Just slaughter a beautiful Russian family, like really?
The Irish were yeah, these guys need to get rounded up. Wow. So and who's gonna do that for you? What, you and the 30 fucking pay pigs who quit? No, I don't do that. When the economy collapses next year and you guys are gonna fucking be fighting out for the economy collapses, they come for you. When the economy collapses, bro. No one's gonna come for you. You think that the masses are gonna stop like retarded, rent-seeking petite bourgeois like you? Bourgeois! You fucking communist faggot! Bourgeois! You ain't taking up the fucking I know. It's kind of like you can do class analysis if you were like an all ideological. All of these guys are the absolute scum of the goddamn earth. They want to take your money. They want you to work. I tell you, your money. Your money specifically. The only thing you can do is be an organ donor. You should show up at your house with guns and they should rip all of your money and all of your assets. Trump Tower and Sunny Isles, come through.
You guys are thieves. You guys are just thieves. That's all.
I live in Trump Tower and Sunny Isles. How are we thieves? We don't own anything. How do you do you think the world respects? Do you think that history respects people who respect? Oh, I respect the territorial boundaries and property rights of others. I'm just like a wholesome youngest. Or do you think that the world respects conquerors and killers who take what they want?
Respect commentator. I have a question.
Yeah.
You said you work in HVAC, right?
I didn't say work in HVAC. I Sharia.
Well, somebody did here. Well, you know, my husband.
Yeah, me, terrorist.
My husband works in HVAC, and he, I guess.
That's a real job.
Okay, good work. I could get him fired.
That's a real job, by the way.
Yeah, you're a real alpha male. You're never going to get him fired. Can you tell me where you work? I'm going to call you boss. Tell me. I shouldn't call your boss. You're such a fucking alpha male. I'm scared. Your boss's company. It's very simple, man. You're a piece of shit. Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared right now. Go to China. Go to the Middle East. Go to Africa and live with the niggers.
Wow, so
Ooh, Africa, niggers? Oh my god, dude, that sounds like a heckin' racism you did there. Are you sure you
just mentioned Sunny Isles and Trump Tower. Do you know Satoshi Nakamoto?
No, I do not. Not a real person, he's a fucking pseudonym.
But I'm just saying, there's a guy that lives there. He's a friend of mine. His name is Joby Weeks, a.k.a. Satoshi Nakamoto. Do you know who he is?
Are you talking about the guy? You talking about the guy on Instagram you want to sell to us?
No, I'm not going to sell anything.
Dude, what the fuck is like all of the biggest grifters are just like charging at this space right now, just fucking busting through the door.
And it's so weird because we have the money, so it's like, why would they be coming to us? Like, you're really wasting your time here.
They think we're actually, because we're like poor retarded gay peasants, like we are the perfect audience to sell their like retarded course to.
Nobody is here to sell anything to you, fucking fat.
I don't want to buy your I'm subscribing to one course and one course only, and that is called the Luminal Order by Jack Murphy. And if you're not Jack Murphy, I don't want to talk to you. I want to know how to be a man, okay? Max is correct. I don't know how to talk to women. I need Jack Murphy here right now to tell me how to talk to women, attract women, and become a true alpha male. And if you can't do it for you right here,
you're a lost cause, bro.
You
might as well go visit Dr. Jack Kevorkian and try next lifetime.
Alayhi salam. Here, you said that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not that bright.
Well, both my dad and my husband were in honest trades, and they think you communists should be lined up a fucking wall.
Communism is. Yeah, because they don't understand what communism is. No, they don't understand. Communism has failed everywhere it's been tried. Venezuela, fucking Soviet Union, everywhere it's been tried. It's failed, but they fucking know best. Seems like it's doing pretty well for us. Seems like it's working out pretty well for China and Vietnam. That's not booming in Vietnam and China. They're like booming. That's capitalism. Seems like it's working capitalism over there. China. How is it capitalism? Why is it capitalism?
China is not full communist. China is not full communist.
They say that
China. Why is it? You guys don't know anything about the Chinese system.
The Chinese.
We know enough that we know it's going to
fall. The economy is going to collapse. So the big time collapse.
China does have a capital.
How many fucking years have people been saying China's going to collapse and it just never
China's got ghost cities the size of Manhattan and nobody lives there.
Yeah, they've had those for 10 fucking years, and every fucking month these dorks like that serpent GA or fucking Y86 guy those videos like China's about to collapse. Oh, the Evergrande fucking real estate housing bubble in China. It's about to totally
They built those cities because they wanted to
You guys moved to China if China's so great. Why do you still live here?
Oh, because I want to subvert the American empire as much as humanly possible.
Why would I go to China? I'm not Chinese. I'm not Chinese.
This is the guy who thinks communism is good. Go to Canada. Go to Cuba.
Yeah, go to Canada.
Go to Cuba.
Canada, the NATO member? What? Do you think that like Canada and China are the same thing?
No, but that might be the only country that your level of self-preservation adaptation can handle.
What?
The ability to adapt, you know?
Also, by the way, is it you like bringing up these weird fucking crypto scammers on the mail?
You get free shitty healthcare over there. So maybe you should give that a try.
Yeah, I have Canadian friends and they say that healthcare is horrific.
It's terrible.
Yeah, dude, you know what's like so much better is going bankrupt because you need to get a fucking hip replacement, bro. That's
you get bankrupt.
Awesome.
Ones get bankrupt. That's a you problem.
You won't be able to get the actual hip replacement. You can't go bankrupt getting a hip replacement surgery. If you're going to go bankrupt getting a hip replacement surgery, you're not going to get a hip replacement surgery to begin with. You're already bankrupt.
You got insurance, bro, or you're that fucking ghetto?
Hello?
I studied anthropology, and back then, if a male couldn't provide for his tribe, he was taken out. He was seen as a predator. So I know how to solve the problem.
We need to bring that back. We need to bring that back.
If a man can completely value, it's like kind of excited to protect his tribe because they like tell people now.
Money, which is fictional, isn't even real. We're telling them, you don't pay bills, you don't buy communism here. You don't buy gas, all money's fake, all money's not real. You don't get money, you don't get paid, you don't have a job, you don't pay taxes. What the fuck is wrong with it? No. Money itself isn't real. Money has represented a value. Okay, it represents actual real labor. Now, people like you provide. Imagine turning to a woman. I think a woman understand this more than you.
Are you such like a pussy? Are you such a pussy worshipping desperate faggot that your only thing you can talk about is like, women give me more attention than you. Women, pussy, women attention. Women, please give me validation. Worshipping desperate faggot that your only thing you can talk about is like, women give me more attention than you. Women, pussy, women attention. Women, please give me validation right now. I need validation.
Have they ever had any pussy besides paying for it? What do you think?
Women, please validate my opinions. You're literally proving my point. Women on the panel, please validate my viewpoint. You are such a fucking simp.
Calm down.
You listen, yes, exactly right. You talk about beta males. You are literally like the fucking Neolithic farmer living in the fucking longhouse. You would say to my face. A woman statue. Yes, I would. Yes, I would.
Yeah, I would.
Yep, absolutely, I would.
Beat the fuck out of you. I would
you would beat the fuck out of me? Oh, well, hey, unfortunately for you, I live in a stand-your-ground state. I live in a stand-your-ground state.
Yeah, I don't know how to go to Florida.
Oh, okay, but you would think that it would go well for you if you attack the person first?
No, I'll insult you until you attack me. Then I'll take you out.
Yeah, you're such a pussy.
Okay, yeah, you're such a tough guy, man. Yeah, you can't even throw the first punch? What are you, bitch? Are you scared of getting shot? Are you scared of getting maced?
I'll to your face and see what you do about it.
Nothing, because I'm not a low-impulse faggot like you.
You're a fucking nigger. That's what you are. And I'll fucking pull
really? No, because only a nigger would think that that's going to work on somebody. Only a nigger would think that is going to work on somebody, that I can provoke them to punch me by going like, your mama's a hoe. Hey, your mama's a hoe.
Oh, it would be so easy to fucking piss you off because you're worthless. You haven't accomplished anything in life, and you're very resentful because you can't get a woman. You can't have any. You can't.
Yeah, you sound very at peace right now. Especially with how much you try to appeal to female validation.
I'm not trying to get anything, bro. I'm just
getting mad pussy, I'm sure.
That is not true at all.
With that fucking bubble lips ass hoe in your fucking profile picture.
It just so happens in this space, you are the bitches.
Did you just call his wife a hoe?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, his wife is a fucking fake lip, bubble lip, bimbo ass hoe.
No, you're keeping his wife out of this, please.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. Also, are you the one who's inviting all these fucking crypto scammers up to the panel?
Josie, we gotta check. We're gonna have to do an audit.
He does not give a fuck about female validation. He says misogynistic shit.
Yeah, that's why he's constantly going, hey, women, out there, look at these beta males. Hey, you agree with me, right?
I'm Myra Gaines' manager.
Yeah, that's why you're constantly asking other women on the panel what they think of. Hey, you agree with me that these are beta males, right?
He's making a point.
I'm making a point that usually I come in here and I cook the bitches, but it just so happens that
all of your insults are an appeal to female attention. It's all, you get no pussy, women don't pay attention.
No, that's a fact.
Subconsciously, that kind of suggests you have some problems.
I have kids, bro. I got 2 kids. I got a wife, been married for over 20 years.
Oh, okay, why don't you fucking pay attention to them then? Why are you here? Why don't you pay attention to them?
What do you do? They're sleeping right now.
Just hate you.
They're sleeping right now. They love me, bro. I'm a great dad.
I'm sure you are.
Listen, you can hate Gary all you want. One thing you can't
kids because you actually might do something to him.
He's a good dad and a good husband to his wife, okay?
How do we listen? I don't think it makes sense to involve people's personal lives. People could shit all they want out of their personal lives, make up whatever lies they want. It's pointless. It's absolutely pointless to talk about personal lives over here. Okay, it's absolutely pointless.
Do you have any kids, sir?
I can tell you. Did you say?
Do you have any kids, sir?
What did I just say?
I'm asking you a question. Do you have any kids, sir?
I'm not going to answer questions.
You don't have any kids because you can't get a woman.
I'm not going to. You see, that's the thing. That's
not
saying.
And you're constantly appealing to female validation. Constantly appealing to female validation kind of shows that you have some sort of insecurity. I have some guys who like get tons of pussy. They usually don't need to go around. I don't get tons of pussy. I'm married to one woman. Sorry. Okay, you see, even if I did have, or if I do, or if I don't have a wife and kids, I wouldn't say that because I have respect for myself and I have respect for them. I don't have any respect for you. I have the
Gary, I think you're confusing the voice.
No one respects you here, bro.
Gary, I think you're confusing the voice of respect and the other guy. It kind of sounds.
Oh, okay, my apologies.
Because he was defending you.
Crime pills. Can you give me one logical argument about how communism can be pro-white? I'm waiting for it.
Okay, yeah, we already argument about how communism is inherently anti-white. NKVD fucking slaughtered a whole bunch of fucking white people in Russia, millions. NKVD is something that if there was a counterpoint, it would disprove it. So it's much easier. It was Stalin's secret police. Max Prime. Even if that was true, which by the way, it's fucking not. It is. Russia, the Soviet Union, was infinitely more white than contemporary liberal capitalist America, and that is a fact. Communist countries are always more Russia and America is Muslim right now. Yeah, and how many of those Muslims are like white people from the Caucasus? They're actually mixed with Chinese and white now because the Chinese men are fucking going up north. Okay, so like now are you like a Russian, right? You're like Russians are like. I've been to Russia. Have you been to Russia? I speak Russian, right? So are you like a Russian? I speak Russian. I've been to Russia. My family's in Russia. You're gonna fucking tell me about Russia? Russian accent.
You can't have any positive influence. All you do is create hatred and vitriol and anger in people.
All I'm saying.
That's what a 141 IQ does.
I swear to God, I'm not even joking, Bim. I don't know if you have a passport.
Dude,
I will buy you a first-class fucking. I will buy you a first-class ticket to fucking Eritrea.
Dude,
I want you to go.
Do you not understand that your humiliation tactics, they're disgusting?
We will get your fucking
it doesn't matter. It does. You understand that it doesn't matter? We're talking about human beings, and you're telling me that you can't even have a positive influence on someone with an 85 IQ? Let's say that his IQ was 85. Let's just say, which I don't believe that for a second.
Median IQ in Eritrea is
85. Let's say that it was.
Based on the controversial studies often cited in international IQ comparisons, such as those by Lynn and
Rich, you're so toxic, dude. You're so toxic.
Estimates average IQ in Eritrea is approximately 85.
You're disgusting, dude. You're really gross.
85,
bro.
It's an entire country
Rich, you're gross.
of fucking short bus kids.
You're disgusting.
The entire country.
You want to humiliate people? Why
Listen,
you want to be 141 IQ?
I'm not saying
this
that
is what you want to do. No, it's disgusting, dude.
Bima,
you can't think of any. Well, he's not claiming to have 141 IQ.
I'm not saying that there's not. I'm not saying there's not a goddamn bell curve in Eritrea, and there isn't fucking intelligent people there. I'm not saying that.
No,
I'm
but what you're saying is that when we're talking to people, who gives a shit? But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the reason that you're bringing up in this conversation, in this moment, with this specific conversation, is to humiliate him. That's what you want to do. With 141 IQ, that's the best you got?
He thought you meant drugs when you said dopamine.
A lot of people don't know what dopamine is, Rich.
If you're fucking retarded.
Dopamine?
He thought you were talking about drugs. He said, I don't know dopamine.
This shit is so funny, bro. She said, King, you are so suck. Bro, I'm dead.
Yeah, he could speak Gen Alpha, but he can't fucking know what dopamine is. Holy shit.
Yeah, well, we live in a country of a bunch of
retards. Yes, retards.
Well, of tyrants. The left and the right.
Okay. Bima, I'm even willing to bash on the U.S. 13% of the U.S. population is sub 85. There's a fucking thing called a bell curve. The outliers
Do you
stay on the
understand?
fucking
Do
left
you
and the
not?
right side of the
Hold
bell
on.
curve.
Are you not conceiving that I am not rejecting? I'm not challenging your
That
facts.
the average
I'm
median
challenging
IQ in a retreat
I'm
is
challenging.
85.
I'm challenging the mention of it
He
in
can't
this
write his fucking
conversation,
name.
Rich. I'm not challenging whether it's true or false. I'm challenging why you're bringing it up in this conversation.
Because this guy's shown to be a fucking moron.
Tactics to humiliate people with 141.
Oh my God, it's not a racial tactic.
Can't you teach anybody anything here? With 141 IQ, you got 40 more. You got 41 points on me, and you can't teach me anything except how not to be, what not to do.
He's Eritrean. He's not even
Hey,
black.
Sean, motherfucker. Hey, Sean, motherfucker.
Miriam, you wanna talk to the retarded man?
No, I don't want to talk with you, motherfucker.
Yeah, you wanna argue with the Eritrean guy? I'll invite King.
No, we just don't do humiliation tactics
Come on,
at people. Especially not with 141 IQ.
Habibes.
Propose it.
I have my card.
Yeah.
If you want to talk more, just open your mic, motherfucker.
من تو خفه نمیشی مادر جنده.
Yeah, you tell her to shut her fucking mouth.
Good job. Open your mic. Good job. Open your mic, motherfucker. Good job.
Oh God, do we have another Sarah / BB here?
No, she said
she was just in the room.
You have another Persian woman who is actually like very, very sensitive.
Yeah, a drunk Persian woman. The most sensitive one is the drunk one.
I can say a sensitive Persian woman.
Hey, do you guys see my PTR? I found these this new strain of honeysuckle on my property. They're real and they taste delicious. Look at my honeysuckles. I discovered garlic mustard on my property too today.
Bima, are you Persian too?
No.
No, she's Italian.
No, actually,
I can say she has a sense and she's very sensitive.
Wait,
that's why I asked her if she's Persian.
So I just found out that
I know everything about you.
It's funny. So I'm Lithuanian mostly. Well, I'm Italian, Lithuanian, and then a little bit of Irish. Yeah, interesting.
Oh, what a surprise. People from New York and New Jersey have Irish ancestry. Wow. Would have never thought it.
Sean, you have to deal with the mostly like a sensitive woman. Please just be fair with us.
Mostly Lithuanian, though, Lily. Lithuanian and Italian.
The most sensitive woman on this app.
My father's 100% Southern Italian.
And Mariam has so much like passion. I can feel it. She's like sweating, like very nice.
Yeah,
Mariam.
she's sweating. She's sweating alcohol as drunk as she is.
No, I can't say it's alcohol because we are
how much
so
alcohol
sensitive
have you
these
drank
days, Sean.
How much wine,
These
Mary?
days we are so sensitive because we are under like a really
I hope
heavy
you're
pressure.
drinking Shiraz wine.
Shiraz wine? No, tequila, Sean. Come on.
Yeah, Shiraz wine's delicious. I love it. Black Swan.
No, but tequila with mango is better.
No. I like Black Swan Shiraz.
It's
like $10.
Tequila with mango is
cheap,
better,
cheap
right?
Wine. It's peppery. It has a nice sweet taste.
See, we have in the same page. We like alcohol.
Do you know what happened to me the other day, Lily? I went and I got these mangoes from the store. Organic mangoes. The outside was impeccable. There was not a blemish. It was just perfect. Everything. There was nothing visibly wrong with this mango. But I brought it home, and when I cut it open, I took a piece. I ate like a piece of it, and it tasted off immediately.
Read the chat.
You know the best drink is
I have to tell you.
Mango with
is Miriam the one that was talking about she has her naked photos? Was this her?
But I want to tell you what happened with my mango. So listen, I lifted up
Miriam is the one that supports IRGC.
the seed, in the middle of the mango, and it was rotten. How did the mango rot from the inside? Fruit rots from the inside out?
Correct, just like
Correct, it rots from the inside out.
Why did I just learn that? Rafi, I just learned that.
People rot from the inside out too.
Yeah, like Miriam, because Miriam's an IRGC supporting piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
true. Any living microbe rots from inside out.
That's crazy. I didn't know that because I was just like, how could this possibly have gotten rotten? I just couldn't believe it. I've never seen you. I've just always thought it started from the outside and worked its way in.
Wait, Lily, did you know
I
that
didn't know that
Miriam's
the
an
rot starts from
IRGC
inside
supporter?
and rots outward.
You can contaminate it from outside.
Lily, did you know that Miriam is IRGC
Yeah, and that's why
supporter?
this
No, I don't think so. She just.
She is. Ask
Maya,
Rafi.
no.
Rafi
No,
said
Sean,
he
Maya
talked to
is
her
just an
earlier. She's
emotional
supporting
woman. She actually impressing her feeling with the swearing, but I think she has a good soul.
She is the religious one.
Every Jew.
She is the religious one that likes IRGC. She was in the room earlier. She left. If you ask her about the benefit of a woman, get following the boom, she will snap. What? Your fucking English is terrible, bro.
I'm gonna ask her. Mariam John, are you with the Jamhuri Islami?
I don't know where Rafi.
Go ahead, Miriam. That was for you.
But Rafi,
Mariam John,
are
you with Jamhuri Islami?
That sound exactly like you, and I swear you all
talk to her in Farsi, Lily.
No.
Okay, Mariam John,
شما با جمهوری اسلامی هستی عزیزم?
Stop it, that's racist.
Well, I don't know where you're from, but I'm telling you, it started in crypto. I know this crypto guy sounds exactly like you.
مریم جون میتونی جواب بدی عزیزم؟ اصلا اگه با جمهوری اسلامی هم هستی من هیچ دشمنی باهات ندارم چون نظرته.
Where do you live, Rafi?
Canada.
Where?
مریم جان میتونی جواب بدی عزیزم؟
He's saying what?
He lives in Canada. He drives a BMW M Series SUV diesel.
Oh my God! Why do you answer?
He drives to work every day.
Sean, okay, can everybody
Easier. I can just call him. We just get past
ask for the question.
I want to get Bima. I want to get Bima.
I'm talking to Rafi.
I know
I'm not
Bima,
talking to you.
But Bima, we really want to get to the point where Lily starts calling Miriam a dirty whore for supporting IRGC.
Oh my God.
Miriam supports the IRGC, and Lily was defending her, but she didn't realize that Miriam's also IRGC supporter and that she's a religious Muslima. Go ahead, Lily.
مریم جان نمیخواین جواب بدی؟ Okay, she doesn't answer.
All right, Miriam,
I told you guys.
Hold on, guys.
Go ahead, Miriam.
Miriam, if you don't fucking talk in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to move you out of the room. So go ahead and respond to
Miriam alone. She's not doing
Hold on, Rafi.
Hold on,
Rafi.
I asked her, I told her, I asked Mariam, and I said if she's with the Jamhuri Islami, I still respect her because she believing, and that is her belief, and I respect it. But she doesn't answer.
I don't fucking respect that.
She have a white.
I'm saying,
she have a white SIM card.
Her belief.
She have a white SIM card.
Murderers.
Glow.
She has white SIM card.
I'm saying, even though if it's her belief, I respect it, but she doesn't answer.
Gotcha.
I think Mariam needs to actually make her spot. And she doesn't know where she's belong.
Lily, when you're silent, you're basically agreeing.
I think Lily is like the guy earlier, Pierre. Remember when he was so drunk he passed out? I think Miriam left her phone on mic and passed out.
Oh, me or Mariam?
Miriam.
Okay, you know what the thing is? Let me tell you something. I told you I'm living in Canada for 40 years. And I know some people, they don't know where they belong. They don't know if they belong to the Jamhuri Islami or they belong to somewhere else. They don't believe anything. They just believe nothing, basically.
Darren, you have no idea. I've been beating the shit out of Muslims for the past, like,
they don't know nothing. I'm not Maryam, but I'm saying people normally, if they don't use their brain, they don't know where they belong.
I use my brain. I still don't know where I belong.
Bima, I was talking to my mom today in Iran. She's living in Iran. She's living in Tehran. And she was talking to me about the prices, like how everything is going so expensive. Like if you are living in I'm coming from I don't know how to say it because Persian lying a lot, but I'm coming from a good family. Even with a good family, they actually suffering because of the prices.
A well-to-do family.
Yeah, I can imagine. I definitely can imagine. Lily, I have a question for you. You said your mom is living in Tehran. What did she say about the Crimson Winter from December to January of this year? Like all those people being murdered. Did she say anything to you about that? What did she say?
Because I lost my dad like last year. She's mostly in home, but mostly when we talk, the only thing she tell me, everything is fine, everything is good, we're doing well. She doesn't say anything because she's afraid of talking over the phone. They listen and they record the telephone.
So Lily, the question that Bima's trying to get to is
don't let him Paul.
Okay, hold on, Bima. You finished talking. You went on mute. Oh my God, you went on mute. You can correct me after I'm done.
Don't speak for me.
I don't know why you don't like fucking people to talk. Like, holy shit.
I don't like people to speak for me.
I'm not going to talk about Bima. I'm not going to talk about Bima. Listen, Lily, there's people on this app who don't know if they believe that the IRGC really killed like 40,000 people in 2 days. They don't know if that's really true.
Sean,
that's not me. Thank God that's not me.
You said you didn't know if it was true. You kept asking Iranians. You kept asking Iranians.
You want to pump the rich. You're such a troublemaker, dude.
Bima, let me tell you. Let me say it. What I believe and what I heard from my family in Iran, they kill lots of people in Iran, but not 40,000. They kill lots of people, but not 40,000. And they're still killing people because they've been in the street, they throwing the stone in a government people and all those things. They're killing people, but not 40,000.
How many?
How many do you think, Lily? Yes.
I don't know. They kill a lot of people, but 40,000 is a lot.
So, Lily, do you disagree with the Minister of Health from Iran when he says it's 35,600 or 36,500?
They lie, Sean.
Why would they lie? Why would the government of Iran make the number? Lily, why would they make the number higher? They would say, "Oh, maybe 500 or 100 or 10 people."
Honestly, I'm not gonna say the thing. I don't know it. I don't know how many people they kill, but they kill a lot.
I mean,
excuse me,
yeah.
Lily. Excuse me, Sean.
Oh, now she wants to talk.
I cannot talk anymore because police of United States told me if you talk anymore, we are arrest you. Thank you so much. You are here.
Thank God we have fucking democracy.
I hear you. I'm here for you guys, and you are my voice. Thank you a lot. Love you all.
I hope they send you back to Tehran.
I
hope you do.
Why?
I hope they revoke your visa or your green card and send you. She was fucking supporting IRGC.
I don't know, Sean. I post so many things in my Instagram about the things happening in Iran, about the government, all the people killed.
Yeah, but Lily, you're not supporting IRGC. She is.
No way. But the thing is, I never get any messages or something from anyone. No one. But it's hard. It's a tough time for the Persian. I believe it. It's a very tough time, especially the people who live in Iran. It's very tough for them. Like we are living outside, we're doing our life, we're working, we're living, but they are the one who's actually suffering.
Lily, U.S. or Canada?
Sorry, I'm in Canada.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Toronto.
Good.
I'm living in Toronto for 38 years, almost 40 years.
I think Ocean lives Canada, and he's also Iran now.
Yeah, what brought you guys to Canada instead of U.S.?
It's easier to get in.
Black Iranian, live in Canada.
It's easier to enter into Canada. That's what most of the Syrians.
Take a lot of people from Iran or something.
Yes, well, they take a lot of foreigners.
The time I was applying for immigration, I was thinking about US, I was thinking about Canada, and I was thinking about Australia. And then the time I was thinking, because like Canada was like very family oriented country, and I wasn't in Australia before, and I heard they were racist. And because of the complication between Iran and US in that time, then I picked to actually be immigrant in Canada, and then I came here.
So what?
I don't know if it was a good choice or not, but I'm living here for 38 years.
So what most people, not from Iran, but the Middle East, like Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, all these places and stuff like that, what they typically do.
Is that Bima?
Jesus Christ. Yes, it's Bima. It's Bima. Lily's two people over, Bima's one over. Oh my God. So most people from the Middle East, what they do is they make it into Europe, they make it to France or Germany or the UK, and then they immigrate into Canada, and then they eventually, once they get citizenship in Canada, can immigrate into the US. That's what.
I applied for Canada. When I was in Iran, I applied to be an immigrant in Canada. But you're right, there is so many people who come to Canada. I know my friends came an immigrant to Canada, and then they actually moved to US.
Yeah, it's easier to go as a Canadian citizen into the US
Exactly.
than it is to go from France or Germany or Syria.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck Canada.
Okay, you don't like Canada?
Oh my God, I hate Canada. I cannot
for me, to be honest, if I was talking to you 5 years ago.
Even though I live in Canada, I feel like everyone who lives.
Don't let him lie. He lives in Los Angeles.
Everyone who lives in Canada is a faggot.
I don't know.
You live in fucking Los Angeles. You live in the gayest fucking place besides San Francisco. You're such a liar, bro.
I live in Vancouver.
Such a liar.
No, but what I'm saying if it was 5 years ago, I was defending Canada, and I was saying like, fuck off, Canada is the best country. But these days, because
enjoy I-5, faggot.
Yeah, but this especially in the last 3 years, Indian attacked Canada, and when I go anywhere, I see Indian.
Yeah, Ocean, why do you sound like you're under a blanket?
Wait, when did India attack Canada?
Wait, what is in your mouth, Ocean, right now?
I said Ocean.
He had something.
Something's in your mouth.
What are you eating?
Dick.
Truffle.
A Brussels sprout?
Truffle.
Truffles? At what time is it there by you?
Oh, he's all foodie, Toluti, and shit living in fucking Los Angeles.
Midnight.
Oh
Bring
my
this
God.
faggot Timothy in.
You're not supposed to. If you're in Canada, it's not midnight.
Insulin spike before bed? That's bad.
Timothy ran away. He see that mod.
Yeah, these days Canada became like a third world country.
Hey, Rich.
I can't talk to you when you have your mouth full. My mother and father.
I know it tastes.
My mother and father taught me fucking manners, Ocean. Finish your truffles.
Rich.
No, you have truffles. You sound like a fucking pig. You sound like a pig in the forest eating truffles. You sound like an Italian pig eating truffle.
Really good for
Wait, can we listen to him eat? I want to just listen to him eat, please. I need to live vicariously. Can you just?
No, but Rick, I got something good for you, Rick. You don't want to hear it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I found Mariam's phone number for you.
Oh shit.
Hey, BB.
Hi, guys.
See, motherfucker,
Yeah, I
that's
couldn't
something
sleep
good.
anymore.
BB,
so I
do you love BB? Hold on, BB, hold on. Do you love Miriam because Miriam loves IRGC for real?
Yeah, I don't really get her. I don't understand. She doesn't speak very well English, and yeah.
She said the U.S. BB. She said the U.S. government.
Oh my
God, BB. She said the U.S. government contacted her and told her she's not allowed to talk about Iran anymore, or she's gonna get in trouble.
Oh,
Mariam, are you there, Mariam?
I'm not really sure what languages she speaks, and I've never heard her speak Farsi.
Mariam, is the last 4 digits of your number is 8803?
She speaks Farsi.
Farsi.
But she says.
Hold on, Lily. Ocean has something good. Go ahead, Ocean.
Did you see that like? Did you see that like, Rich? Is the last 4 digits of your number 8803?
Sean, will you always actually shut me down and let me know?
Oh, Ocean. I know, Lily, I'm sorry. I apologize. We love you. Lily, we love you, but Ocean was trying to read Miriam's last 4 digits of her social security number.
It's 8803. Yeah, Mariam? You want me to give it to you, Rich?
Yes, give me it.
Why do you want
it out? Read it out.
Why are you doing that?
Because she's an IRGC supporter. Because
She has a
the IRGC wants
she comes in here.
Because the IRGC wants Ocean and BB killed and Lily killed.
BB, do you speak
Farsi?
Farsi?
That couple was so good.
Ma'am. BB, پرستو چی میشه؟
You're taking the frustrations and the mental illness of this app, and you want to create momentum outside of this to like what are you doing?
Bima, there is something they call it in Farsi. There is.
No, he's not joking because Miriam gave him a thumbs up, which meant she got him.
Let me tell you something. When women in Iran, they are actually with the government of Iran, they call them parastu. And I was calling BB what we call it in English because I don't remember. Parastu is not like an eagle. It's not
Traitor.
Nurse. What?
Traitor.
Yeah.
No, not the nurse. No.
Like a traitor.
Parastu. It's a bird.
Oh, Lily, BB didn't live in Iran long enough to understand Farsi.
I want to know who's going to close down the room. Rafi, are you touching your dick?
This motherfucker.
I'm going to sleep.
Okay, go to sleep. Night, sweetheart. I'm going to keep this shit
Rafi.
on. We're going to wreck Muslims in Iran.
No.
Good night, Rafi.
Good night, guys. Somebody close down the room.
Okay, we will.
I'm not responsible for this shit.
I'll lock the door. I'll turn the lights off. Don't worry.
I'm just making a public service announcement.
Yeah, I'll turn the lights off and lock the door.
Ocean, 1990.
1990? What?
She's telling you to go away. She's telling you to go to sleep.
Is Lily also IRGC supporter?
No.
Fuck no. Fuck no. What so Mariam says?
Fuck it, I'll stay up for a bit longer.
So Mariam, I would love to speak with Mariam, but
Rafi,
she only comes here to give Pepe heart.
You know that, right?
You know.
She said police of United States told me we will arrest you if you talk about Iran.
Rafi, you know I expose people for a living.
So the feds showed up at her house, it sounds like.
That guy Cyrus, you remember him? He came to her room and was like, oh, these people are rapists. And then I'm like, motherfucker, didn't you have a rape case? Didn't you go to prison for 15 years? Because you raped somebody? Oh yeah, I'll put his case.
You know how I know Miriam's full of fucking shit? Because if the FBI did actually show up at her house and threaten to arrest her, she wouldn't then come back on Clubhouse.
Yeah, Bibi,
She
I'm not
says
kidding.
she's like 22. I don't hear that.
No, she looks like she's fucking 44 and she's a Torshi then.
Yeah, at least. But I don't know what she's promoting, but and she doesn't sound Persian either. But anyway, there's so many.
No, she is. She is
I was like, she's just.
Oh, she's Bibi. She's Persian. Mariam is Persian.
Yeah, Mariam is Lily's sister.
Bale.
Mariam is Lily's sister.
همیشه میاد اینجا and
she says Bibi, she says United States of the government of United States told her do not talk. We're gonna be in trouble. She's gonna be arrested if she's talking about the جمهوری اسلامی.
ولی فکر نکنم اصلا تو آمریکا باشه.
Honestly, I don't know. She's Parastu. That's why I was telling you. She's Parastu.
Oh, you mean like a bird that's
پرستوهای ایرانی دیگه، همونایی که مال سپاه پاسداران.
Yeah. Like a yeah, I don't know.
Holy fuck. Everyone shut the fuck up. Hold on, Bibi.
You know, Sean, when we call Parastu, let me tell you what is Parastu.
Alright, I'm not trying to rudely interrupt you, but Rafi, we have fucking Shuki in the audience. Please get him on stage.
Okay, let me tell you what is Sean. You want me to tell you what
No,
was?
it's fine. We get it.
Shuki, please come up. Yalla, Shuki.
Who is Shuki?
You want to fly in the Shuki Express? Look up, Rafi, look up.
Oh, he's not coming up.
He's a Jewish Israeli guy who lives in Texas. Former Mossad agent.
Nice. We love them.
Yes, we love you, Shuki. Come on stage, yalla. Come.
Is he the guy who was kidnapped?
No.
You know there was a guy on.
Yeah, that's Shuki. What's his name? The one who was kidnapped by the doctor and the fucking.
Has anybody heard from him? Is he okay?
Rafi, are you awake?
Traumatized?
Rafi, you faggot, are you awake? Bro, we literally got Shuki in the room and Rafi's fucking sleeping.
No, Rafi.
Oh, he's giving thumbs up.
Can't talk. You gotta ask Abby. Abby would know.
Abby's sleeping. Shuki, get on stage. Come on. Hey, Shuki. Come with your fellow Jews, Shuki. Damn, look at Ocean and Glow talking. Bum.
So who's the Cyrus guy? He's Persian?
I don't know.
With the rape face? That's not nice.
Where's he at? Let's see. Did you say Cyprus?
Cyrus. Yeah, I think it must be Cyrus, not well. Cyprus is not a name.
Cyprus showed up on my Ancestry.com too.
Isn't Pepe from Cyprus?
No, he's French Basque or whatever.
He's a French.
Not Basque. What's the other
one? His temper. It's not Cyprus. It's yeah. It's an island.
4% Cyprus. What the heck? What, Eastern Mediterranean? Huh.
Go. I've already invited
you.
Oh,
Corsica. He's from Corsica.
Corsican, yeah.
Baby, did you see my honeysuckles that I took a photo of today? I found them on my property.
Oh, wow. Are they the same as those orange flowers that smell divine in the spring?
Are you talking about the tiger lilies?
No, they're like well, they're not jasmine flowers, but the orange something. They're very common in Iran. Like my granddad used to have them on his walls. It's like a jasmine. You know, it's like a.
Yeah, the fucking one that's so expensive.